Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to Oldschool Runescape Varlamore, the Final Dawn. And today we're going to be doing the namesake of the update, the actual Final Dawn quest. So main reason I didn't do this yesterday is I just wanted to kind of double check to make sure nothing would kill or hardcore. But from what I could tell, yeah, it's a master level quest. Generally master level quests take like 2 to 4 hits before you end up dying if you fail a mechanic or something. And from what I could tell, yeah, it seems to be around like the 3-ish area for this quest. So we should be fine to go take it on and be good to go. The wiki's still not updated to have exactly everything, but it shouldn't be that bad. I did, what was it called? I did it off stream though. I did, that one Guthix one. What was it called? Guthix Rest, Guthix, well, Guthix Sleeps. This one I did last year off stream, like the day after, and it was perfectly fine. I think this was master difficulty as well. Does this say? How do I check? No, it was actually Grandmaster, really? Well, I guess they updated it after the fact. I technically did it while it was easier. Before they made it even scarier. But, yeah, that's gonna be our main goal for today. Complete out the Final Dawn quest. Off stream, we did do a few things. We did a little bit of fletching. I have a bunch of these to go open. I want to go do a little bit more. I was doing some of this morning, a little bit last night. And I want to do a little bit more right now, just to go and get to a nice solid 30,000, which shouldn't take that long at all. That's like, what, 2 laps? Beyond that, yeah, we're almost pushing up to about 500k an hour doing the broad arrow while doing the setup we were doing yesterday. And of course, the little bit extra benefit from the fletching knife, so we could actually do broad arrow slightly more. You could kind of do similar with bank standing too, but I like having to be like right next to the totem so we can get the cycle going, rather than keeping track of it. Beyond that, I did get the antler guard, and gosh, I guess we didn't go that dry. We went really dry on one of the sigil thingies. Actually, how do I show this? If I bring this up right over here, what am I looking for? I'm looking for, my drops. Elder Stalker, there they are, right there. If I bring this up right there, does it come up? There it goes. So, what do we have here? We have the only 2 sigils. This is a 1 in 60 drop. I basically went over to the mature custodians because for whatever reason the wiki says they're the same drop rate for the main thing I was hunting for, which was the antler guard. Oops, I just collapsed it. Oops, there we go. But the antler guard is actually our best range offhand, oddly enough, right now, because there's not that many good early game ones. They kind of nerfed this thing quite a bit, though. It was originally supposed to be 5 prayer and 10 more defense, you know, minus 15 instead of minus 25. But basically, the whole premise of it is it has really low defensive stats, but basically covers everything offensively. It's probably good for some pures and stuff, but for us, the only thing it's really relevant for is plus 2 range strength. This is the only shield we have that has range strength on it. So it really comes down to, do we want 9 range, or do we want plus 9 range with 2 range strength with 4 prayer, or do we want 10 range with 5 prayer without having any of these negatives? So a lot of times this will actually be better for just training up something like with a crossbow, like, you know, the hunter crossbow that we have. I mostly have here so I don't accidentally hit something. But other than that, it doesn't really get much usage. But it's a cool little weapon that ended up getting added that, you know, nice little utility kind of for mid-game, for some pures, for some builds, stuff like that. But it was a 6 in 50 drop. We got it a little bit over drop rate, but it wasn't too bad overall. Beyond that, yeah, let's start getting into things. Let's go get our 30,000 points. Let's go do the quest immediately after. Of course, we'll go open all of our loot first. Go open 30,000 of these, and then go and do the quests. So let's go and get things rolling again. Get all of our supplies. This should only take about 2 laps. Then we'll go open up everything, see what we get. I'll probably open up these sigils too. They open up some kind of chest in the alchemy location that didn't used to exist there before. So we'll go check that out. We'll probably go mess around with the flax mechanic too. Because one thing I didn't realize is you actually have a dry protection system in this game. We picked up this book earlier, but one thing I didn't notice is every 100 offering thingies that you search for ends up giving you 1 veil of research points. And these research points can be used to go cash in for the shop in order to go get all the rewards. So if you don't get it from the actual pools, you can simply go and use the dry protection mechanic in order to go and obtain them. So that's pretty cool. Basically just to make sure if you're going like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times over drop rate for something you need, you can simply just target what you need, especially since you need like 6 spools, and we got 0 so far to be able to go max it out completely. So that's going to be pretty nice to go do. Beyond that, you can also sell some of the stuff back, like this knife. If we get like a second knife or a third knife or something, we can sell it back and also get points that way. But anyways, let's go set up our thing, go do like 2 sets real quick, and yeah, go from there. Let's see, do we have any flowers here? No. Okay, all the totems should be dead because we were just AFK'd at the bank there for the stream. But let's go and get everything going. Get all the cycle. Seems like we're perfectly in cycle too. What was the other thing? Snake. Yeah, we'll do this until we have 30k, then we'll do an opening, and then we'll go do the quest. But yeah, I'm still slightly scared of the quest. I'm really being careful not to die before sailing comes out, because I really want to get 99 sailing before we do anything really dangerous again. But I don't know, this quest could be the one exception. There's an extremely hard boss that this quest ends up unlocking too, that I have a feeling we are not going to touch. From what I've seen, it does have a one-shot mechanic, and loot for the lower level floors are just way, way, way too weak. It's basically the same thing that happened with Colosseum, where it's pretty much pointless to only do like the first few floors. I guess for Colosseum it was somewhat useful to do the very first floor, but that didn't give any uniques. It just gave like some kind of a material that you use for a bunch of stuff. Oops, I'm in a really bad cycle here. I did not see that. I can't wait till there's a plugin that highlights the exact tiles that they're on, so that you can see them behind a tree, because right now they love to hide behind the trees. Those little flower things that give you your boost. I'm still not sure exactly how those work, but I'm just grabbing one every single set just to make sure we get our extra points, just so we can go and get more pulls and more loot, because the loot from this minigame still seems absurdly good overall. I'm not sure if they're going to nerf it, tweak it, or what, but if they're going to keep it as is, combined with the EXP rate, is kind of crazy. It's basically what ended up happening with fire making, in the sense that fire making was a skill that was purely a money loss skill, where you would just burn a bunch of logs, aka burn a bunch of money. But nowadays, it's, you know, pure profit off of something like Winter Todd. But this thing's a loot, this overall minigame's loot compared to Winter Todd, honestly, really solid compared to how bad Winter Todd's loot is overall, aside from the few uniques it has. We'll take that over, get our blah, get our other thing. But the most notable one being Dragon Arrows. I'm actually really surprised that they gave a bunch of random arrows as a reward. Is the fact that they go all the way up to Dragon, though they do seem to skip Amethyst, but those are pretty easy to get. Same as Rune. It's more so the EXP and Dragon Arrows from them that is the most useful. I'm going to be skipping Flowers here just because we are setting up the first set. I probably even should take a shortcut here. On the first set, you generally do want to go a little bit quicker than you normally do, just to get the rotation starting again, whenever you're starting it back up from neutral. But yeah, I still haven't been able to crack exactly 500k. If I stopped going for the Flowers, we 100% would be able to do so. But since I still keep going for most of the Flowers, we keep not hitting it just ever so barely. I've been hovering basically exactly at 497k. It just refuses to go to 500k. As much as I want to see it tick up to 500k, nope, it just keeps hovering at 297 the entire time. But honestly, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Especially on an Iron Man account where you don't have access to just like infinitely buying bolts or something, or darts or anything else that's like absurdly quick. Well, it's definitely not bad at all. Hey, that guy's a beaver. We finally got ours at 91 million XP. So glad to finally have that grind done. We no longer need to go and AFK that thing every single time, the trees and everything. Don't need to cut another tree ever again until Ceiling comes out, where we get all that new ceiling material, because we'll need it for like hull upgrades, stuff like that. Overall, I honestly pretty enjoyed the beta that they end up doing for it. Really curious to see what ultimately ends up happening with Sailing, as it has so much potential, and there's so much that they haven't showed us yet, overall. Which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not going to take this one yet. We'll wait for the next cycle. So I'm probably skipping for the shortcut. This is one of the few shortcuts that actually take pretty much every time. Unless the flowers spawn, or especially if the flowers spawn right here. But it's mostly because the flowers spawn just so far away a lot of the time. So unless he spawns it like right here, we're taking it. Yep, he didn't do it. He's going to spawn it like right on the bridge or something. It's probably the most inconvenient spawn out of any of the flowers, so I normally skip it. It's one of the only ones I really tend to skip. Every other one I tend to walk with the Ent in order to get the extra bonus. But the problem is he normally spawns it like right over there. Yeah, he just did it right there. Whereas if he spawns it right near the shortcut itself, it's kind of nice, because you barely go out of your way at all. Also, I've been making one of these lately, and then putting the rest of these back in the sack. This gives enough that when we go over here, we'll have the exact amount of logs in the bank, so we don't have to do some weird shenanigan like we were earlier. So I'll do this, boom, boom, boom. We do that, boom, boom, boom. We then grab whatever our thing is, which I really need staves eventually. The only reason I'm using redwood shields right now, even though the staves are better to do, is I already had them pre-made before the update, before we realized they would release something like redwood staves. Because at the time, it was like, oh, we would be stuck only making redwood shields because nothing else existed. But then they shadow dropped redwood staves, and then everything changed. Because those are definitely the way to do this minigame, that's for sure. Which is why whenever we're walking around making a few, it's always the staves. It's mostly because they get created way quicker. Shields have a really long delay on them. They also don't really give enough EXP relative to the minigame itself. You get way more EXP per redwood log if you make them into redwood hiking staves than you do from making them into redwood shields. Which is kind of unfortunate for anyone who did stack up on a bunch of shields. I didn't get that many. But I can only imagine someone who got like 10k of them, 100k of them. Like, they're still useful, but they're not as useful as the staves, as they basically have the exact same value, despite the fact that a shield takes 2 to end up creating, and the staff only takes 1. So they have effectively the same value, but the shield has double the cost, which is not ideal. It also has like double the creation time too, actually slightly more, because you don't save double tick on it. I think it's like a 5-6 tick action, but you only save 1 tick on it, whereas the other one's like a 3 tick action that becomes a 2 tick that you save a lot of time on because of that. Alright, this should be our last rotation, hopefully. I want to get 30,000. Hopefully we get that by the end of the cycle. And I'll just let the rest of our stuff just sit here. So I gotta make sure I pick up from every single location that we do here. Alright, what do we have? We got Snake, we got our Jaguar, we got this. After this rotation, we'll go to the quest then. Still slightly scared on it, but nothing should be too bad on it from what I've seen. There's also one puzzle that I've noticed a lot of people seem to get stuck on. And I don't think I have a basic understanding of it either, but hopefully when I'm actually reading the quest dialogue, it'll make a little bit more sense. There's just some kind of weird like translation puzzle thing that you have to do with numbers and a clock and everything. It's just kind of weird. And it seems to be the one that stumps people the absolute most. And even after watching a few videos on it just to try to see what the boss fights were like and everything, I am still not 100% sure how it works. We'll figure it out while we're actually in the quest and everything. Pretty sure there's some dialogue in the room that would probably help us decipher it a little bit better. Also, I still never did the egg puzzle from yesterday, by the way. Maybe we'll do that on stream too. It's not really that useful though. It's more so just a comedic quest. We already saw most of the dialogue from it. We're just at the final step where we end up creating the egg itself. But the main thing that made me annoyed with that puzzle was why we basically stopped after like a minute or two of trying. It's mostly all the hues of white. My eyesight is not good enough to do that. My eyesight is nowhere near solid enough to be able to do that properly. So if there's like a plugin or something that makes it a little bit easier, maybe we'll look up something that kind of shows each piece individually. Because the wiki has like no guide at all at the moment for it. I'm gonna wait on this guy. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Don't go that far. He might make it before the bridge. Oh no, the totem's already up. Oh no, he did! He did the thing I said he would do. No! Oh, he might not make it in time for this then. I probably shouldn't have even grabbed that. Oh no. Oh, we gotta be really quick here. Come on, stall, 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 stall harder. Stall harder. Stall harder. Let's see. Let's see. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Okay, I think we made it. Alright, we should be fine. Oh, no, I just clicked on... What is that, a rabbit? Why is there a rabbit there? What are you doing, level 2 rabbit? You made me misclick my XP. How could you? Alright, grab this, grab that before it despawns. Grab all these, start making the thing. Boom, 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 boom. We need 12 of them. Alright, come on, we need 30,000 as well. Will we get enough from these few? We're like barely gonna make it if we do. Alright, what do we need here? We need an ox. We need a snake. We need a scorpion. Alright, good to go, good to go. Grab all that. Head to the next one. Hopefully have some flowers laying just right over there. Good to go. Grab all that. Boom, boom, boom. Grab all this. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I need one more set. I'll do that after we grab the flower here. Flower, flower. Hello? There you are. Oh, no! They're right next to each other! Which one is the real flower? Oh, I hate when they do this. I think it's this one and this one. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Yeah, I know that from some of his past pathing. He does some really weird, like, on top of each other patterns. But you can kind of tell based on where it's angled what way he went afterwards. Because if you do one of both, it doesn't count. It has to be both from the same set. And sometimes they spawn right on top of each other like that, which is really annoying. If there's ever a plugin for this minigame, I'm pretty sure it'll reveal it a little bit better. But you just kind of have to make the judgment call when it's like that based on how the path is arching. Because they always follow the same path, so you can kind of know based on where it's positioned. Roughly where they end up going. Alright, we do that, we do that. Okay, let's go open all these sacks now. I just wanted to get my 30k. We got it. We got our XP that we wanted. Boom, boom, boom. Wait for him to do his thing here. And that is that. But yeah, still slightly short of 500. I think it's definitely possible. Maybe if you went for less flowers and everything else. But there we go. Alright, next order of business. It is a loot opening time. I'm going to put every single thing we have in here, and yeah, let's start cashing in. Let's start cashing in, and then I'll use all my pity points as well. But let's just go loot everything. I'll loot it with all my stacks currently in my inventory too. So I'll grab you, I think. You and you, I guess. Apparently we're not getting any mahoganies though. That should be every single drop that can stack onto another drop, I am pretty sure. And then we'll just start pressing all into everything else. Actually, let me lock slots, that'd be easier. If I lock slot everything, I'm sure there's a way to like multi-lock slot. Like shift-click lock slot, is that a thing? It might be. But let me just go lock all these into place. Not even sure that pineapple's from this, but well. We'll find out if we get one or not. If we get another stack, we'll just lock that into. Alright, let's see what we get. We got 30,000 loots. Oh yeah, these things too. Gosh, how many things do I have to lock in? I think there's like limpert seeds too, which is in a different stack. We'll lock whatever we need to lock in. Oh yeah, we need to lock in those arrows too. Yep, and the limpert. This I was just talking about. How many things do we have to lock in? I want to do this so I can just click insert all. So we can just go boom, 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 insert all, boom, 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 and just keep doing it that way. Alright, let's keep going. Up, magic roots, or U-roots, I mean. Still good. This is anti-poison. Not as good as anti-venom, but we'll take it. Alright, boom, 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 put all that in. But yeah, we can just do that really quickly, then just insert it. Also, I am doing these one at a time. I know that there is a 5 at a time option. I just like seeing them one at a time. We worked hard for this loot. Oh yeah, we gotta lock in feather too. How many drops do you have that stack? So many. Hopefully we get some kind of unique. Even if it's a repeat, we can still cash them in for extra rewards. Also, based on all the antlers I got, I need like 40 something of these as well to go make ladle darts out of. Because those are always nice to have a little bit more of. But these dirty arrows are probably one of the biggest things you end up getting from this too. Besides from all the knick-knack loot. There's also something I want to go try with the bale of flax that I want to go do once we end up finishing all this. And I go get the spinning spool thing. Because I'm pretty sure you can just infinitely camp a spinning wheel now, which is kind of funny. You just go to whatever your best or your favorite scenery spinning wheel is in the entire game. And just kind of sit there and camp there forever. But we'll open all these first and see what we get. Still no unique. I'm still not sure if you can get any unique other than knife. But I assume you can from these things. I wouldn't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to. Maybe pineapple isn't the one. Oh, yeah, I am going to be dropping all willow and maples. I'm not sure why they're in the drop table. But they are completely pointless dead content that you're never going to need. I think you make like baskets out of them or something. Unlike the other two that are actually useful. Of magic and you, the two higher tier ones. So I'm not sure why I keep stepping across. We could just keep doing it at the bank. I feel the need to not be directly on top of the bank when I do it though. There's just a better way to stack these. You technically could if you open them and then put them in the reagent pouch, but we're going to be getting too many for that to even hold them all. Especially since they're one step from a bank, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I forgot. We actually get a little bit of prayer XP from this. It's not a lot. But each one of these converts into 6 XP at minimum. Technically slightly better than that because there's a thing that saves 10% of them. But at bare minimum, you get 6% from, or 6 XP per each of these. Oh! It does exist! This is the first time we got it. Oh, that's good. That is good. Oh, doing this while doing bird houses. Oh, you can get the god egg. So this is needed for the evil chicken outfit. It's one of the most annoying things, probably on a main account to do. As far as like some of the collection logs that you can actually target. I would say on Iron Man, it's a little bit harder to do the Dragonstone full armor set. But yeah, I have 2 pieces of the evil chicken. It's one of the more notorious hard things to do. Mostly because members or people that have access to Grand Exchange can't really cheese it like you can with a lot of other things using the Grand Exchange because they're not tradable. So you have to actually obtain them from sources. But that's the first time we've seen one from this. That's really, really good that they're actually in drop table. Their rarity seems pretty high though. Like less than 1 per hour. There it is! We got it! The bowstring pull. Okay, now this is really good. This is the thing I want to go test with the flax later. But we need 6 of these. Oh, I got a dragon seed from one of those. Nice. I think that was from, what's it called though? I think that was from one of my nests I accidentally opened. Not from the standard drop table. Maybe it was from the standard drop table. This is really rare. There's a pretty good seed. It's actually the best fruit tree seed in the game. So maybe it is in drop table and it's just really, really, really rare. How do we not get feathers yet? Or have we and I just haven't locked them in? I feel like we should have seen feathers by now. But yeah, I am liking this drop table overall. Really solid. One of the better drop tables, honestly, of any of the skilling minigames. Except for maybe Hollow Sepulchre or something. But it's pretty high up there. Especially with all those dragon arrows in there. Because from what I saw earlier, unless we were getting really lucky, we were getting about a 10% dragon arrow rate. It seems to probably scale off your fletching level based on how few steel arrows I was getting. But at 99, I was getting around like 1 in 10 of them were a dragon arrow. So like that stack right there is like 100 dragon arrows. Give or take a little bit. Like that's not bad at all for how annoying those things are to get otherwise. Like there's almost 100 dragon arrows an hour when you consider how much of this you can really get. It's anywhere from like 60 to 100-ish, depending on how the rolls work. Because we don't know the exact drop rates or anything, so it's hard to kind of tell exactly. Oops, did I do that and then not proceed to do that? Whoops. Also, I could do that into this deposit box too if I really need to. I can just click here and then do that because the locks stay in. Which that'd probably be a better way of doing it. Alright, we still got quite a few pools left. Still haven't seen the mask. It's the only thing we need to finish the collection log. Can I open it while he's doing it? I don't think we can. Oh, I just heard something. Oh, we did! Wait, there it is right there. I was like, hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. Wait, there it is. I was literally just talking about it. Wait, we just hit green log. I believe that is green log now. I can't tell where it is because it's all green. Where is it? I forget what this minigame is called. Veil totems. There it is. With that mask, we finally have everything now. Huge. But yeah, I believe you could decorate this with, I might as well wear it. I think you could decorate this with, leaves. So if I grab my forager pouch, and then grab, magic leaves. Okay, good. I still have some magic leaves left. I could then use the magic leaves on this. You cannot get your leaves back once you are, use them on the mask. How many does it take? 300 leaves? I'm fine with that. I believe it's the highest tier leaf. So, yeah, we'll do a magic one. Bam. And then we get a nice, cool teal-looking shield. Or mask thingy. With a little beard. But you can decorate it into any leaf you want. I guess it requires 300 of any of them. So we could have made it oak. We could have made it normal, which I think is the default. Willow, maple, yew. Has a bunch of different appearances. I'll make it the highest one. Just purely cosmetic, though. I don't think it gives you any extra points or anything like that. There's a little cosmetic from the minigame that you end up getting. And, of course, it counts for 1 to collection log slots. Alright. Let me put that back away. Alright, let's keep opening. So we have everything now except more spools. So all the points that I have for research points, I should be spending on spools then. So we can keep getting more and more of them. Because I think you need 6 in total, and I've only seen 1 so far. So we're still needing quite a bit of them compared to what we have. You're grinding the Maji market? Nice! Yeah, I like those little dragon plushes. Didn't you say that there's like a really big one too that they end up adding? I'm gonna need to come back for a day to go get one. Because those things are adorable. Alright, come on, one more spinning spool. Luckily, we're getting 1 pity research point every time we open 100 of these. So even if you go dry, you can always just use your pity points on it. They added a anti-dry protection. So worst comes to worst, we will always be able to just do it that way. Which is likely how I'm going to need to get the rest of my spules, because at this rate, I'm not going to have enough. And I'm still going to need to do this minigame more in the future. But honestly, I don't mind it. This is such a good minigame. It's so chill. The XP rate is absurd. It gives these god eggs, which I need anyways, to go get the evil chicken outfit collection log. And just giving us a ton of stuff. Plus, if we didn't have the forestry log completed, it's giving you progress on that too. Though we already have that completed from when we went absurdly dry on woodcutting pet. But if we didn't already have that completed, there'd be progress on that too. It helps you with like 3 or 4 different collection logs at once, while giving you a ton of supplies that are like actually good. Like almost everything we're getting is useful. Like there's not a single thing here that isn't useful other than like those really weird roots that aren't that good. But all these seeds we'll probably eventually plant. All these feathers we'll eventually use for making unstrung arrow thingies. All these we'll eventually make into arrows. All these we'd eventually make into bowstring. All this would go to the collection log if we didn't already do it. These are probably one of the more useless ones, oddly enough, because you would have to kill a bunch of that one Slayer creature. And I already got the unique drop from it and only got like 40-something of them. So it doesn't seem like there's anything to really do with them if you don't want to kill that Slayer creature after getting all the collection log slots. Which I probably won't unless I get a Slayer task for them. It's an okay Slayer task. It's not great if you were to get it. But it's far from the worst Slayer task in the game, so it'd be fine. I'm not sure if they have a superior creature. I would hope so. Alright, and then the final 3. Do we get anything here? And no. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm not going to open these. Oh no, do we open the arrows now? The only problem with opening the arrows now is my bank is going to suffer for inventory space. Oh yeah, I got a curved bone when I was doing the thing earlier. What is this? When I was trying to get the antler guard, which took us about 700 or 800 or so kills. I think it was around 800. I only got like 2 of the 1 in 60 drop. But I got like 2 of the 1 in 400 and the 1 in 5,000. We also got a nature talisman that was like a 1 in 35k, which it was so disappointing. Alright, let me go unlock all these slots. Let me go figure out what we're doing real quick. So there's a couple things I want to go do. To go sort out the last little bit of our loot that we got here. So I want to go and clean these arrows and put all of them in my inventory thing. But I also want to go clear out a bunch of trash slots here. So you. I guess I turn in his curved bone real quick. Let me go grab all my other bones too. And just turn in all of them real quick. Because I don't actually have a, this is so rare that I don't even keep a bank spot for it. It's a 1 in 5,000. So whenever I get one, I just cash in all my other long bones that I've gotten along the time. It's why I have about 10 of them right now. Because these are about a 1 in 400. This is about a 1 in 5,000. So I don't keep a bank space for curved bone. So whenever I get a curved bone, I simply just go and bank them all. Or, you know, I cash them all in whenever I finally get one. And then we'll go open all these arrows and then put them into their respective slots. I might even keep bank spots for them, except for steel. Steel's not worth it. But for Mytho and above, I think I'm actually going to keep a bank space for them just to kind of let them accumulate over time, especially if they had more ways to get arrows in the future. Beyond that, I do want to cash in these and 44 of these. At some point, I think I need a knife and a chisel for that. And what else do we need? Is that it? All right, let's go cash in a bunch of stuff. Also, while I'm doing all this, let me go do a birdhouse run. Alright, okay, let's go do everything we want to go do. First things first, farming guild. Let me go put away every seed except for the tomato. Actually, you know what? Let me put away the tomato too. Let me get a bigger stack. My tomato stack's looking pretty sad right now. So I'm going to go put away all my seeds and go get a stack that looks a little healthier. I really need to go pickpocket some master farmers at some point. I'm starting to run out of trash seeds. I've gone through so many trash seeds without doing master farmers. I'm almost completely out of them. Put that in there. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. And now I need those for our birdhouse run. Alright, before I do the birdhouse run, let me go cash in these bones, which I need a Dorgish Khan teleport orb for. Hopefully it gives us a good RNG, as it is completely random where in Dorgish Khan it brings you. And we want to be somewhere like west. Where are we? I'm southwest. Right, that's not bad. I wanted pure west, but southwest is fine. So we'll grab the free wire. Yeah, this is not a bad spawn. It could have been far, far worse. Unfortunately, construction outfit does not give you extra XP for this, so even though there is a bonus for getting 2.5k extra, or 2.5% extra construction XP, it does not work for this for whatever reason. So we'll just cash it in like this. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I would like to turn all of them in. And then boom! Bunch of construction XP. Oh yeah, that goes into our other number there. Well, that number's wrong now. Goodbye. I guess I can get rid of this fletching number too. Goodbye, fletching number. You're gone as well. Oh, there's all the construction. We got like 50k or so. Anyways, let me go do our birdhouse run real quick, and then we'll go and see what we get from the dirty darts. I'm not gonna go string all of them right now and everything though. I just want to see how many dragon arrows we get from basically 2,000 pulls. Because from what I've seen in the past, it's around a 1 in 10, but I kind of want to see exactly what we're getting. And then, yeah, we'll go head over to, what's it called then? We'll go head over to back to Varlamore and go do the final dawn. That's the game plan. That is the game plan. Alright, do that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I forgot. You can make a thing for your house out of these. Maybe these aren't as useless as I thought. Wait, wait, wait. What do you need for that? Do you need like a totem-based thing? What does this require? Green man statue. Requires a green... Oh, you need another mask. 5 ent branches and some maple logs. Ah, you need another spare mask in order to make that. Oh, I wonder if I need another 300 leaves in order to make it a magic one. Because that means I actually need to go do some magic trees, because I kept using it to go get a bunch of bait to be able to get better XP rate while we were doing... no, not that. While we were doing wood cutting. To be able to get like extra XP from it. But, yeah, I might need to go do some magic trees. I'm actually out of magic leaves. Oh, no. If I decide to grind market, message you later? Sure, 100%. Hello, Chipmunk. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. But I'll let you know later. Probably this weekend, if I was to do it. If we want to do it on, like, Saturday, Sunday a little bit. There's some other things I need to get done this weekend, but I should have some spare time if you want to do it like at night or something. Just to mess around with it. Oh, nice. We got another one of those god eggs. Wow, we got like 5 or 6 of them between all this now. Alright, what am I doing now? I am going to open up all these arrows. So I can do this at any bank. Let's go to a fun bank. Let's go to one that's thematic. Let's go to the Hunter's Guild to go open up all these arrows. Alright, let me go put all this junk away. I'll process these later. It's not really that big a deal. It's only 4,400 lateral darts. We can live without them. Alright, let me go put away all this junk. And then I want to go cash in on the spool as well. But let me go see how many dragon arrows we get from this. I was getting around 1 in 10 earlier. Nice. We already got 5. We already got 11. This is so good. 14. Actually, let me do it in order because it'll bother me that they're not in order. So these are basically trash. These are the lowest tier of the ones we care about. This is middle tier. Both of these arrows we will never use, but we'll still get EXP from. Rune arrows we will barely use, but it's good EXP. And dragon arrows are both insane EXP and actually useful. So they're the main thing we want to see. These are the 2 ones we really care about, with the dragon arrow being by far the most care about. But it seems like we're getting about 1 in 10. It still seems like it's keeping up that ratio. If it was, we should have slightly under 200 by the end of this. We should have like 180, 190 if it's doing about a 1 in 10 at this level range. And yeah, it seems to be. That is so good. About a 1 in 10 dragon arrow rate. It's definitely not like the highest dragon arrow rate in the entire game, but relative to the fact that you're getting like 400 or 500k fletching XP per hour while getting these, it is absurdly good because every way that you would target it otherwise gives almost no XP per hour. So this is amazing. Yeah, over 200. Already overestimate. We're getting more than 1 per 10. That is so good. But yeah, I'll keep a bank space for all 4 of these then. One of them I already have, the dragon arrow. Maybe even the rune arrow too. But let me just feather the other ones real quick. Not like it really matters. The amount of time it's going to take me to go find my feather, it's probably not even worth the XP. But boom, let me do that. Drop it to the ground. Okay, there we go. But all of these I am going to keep. And I'm actually going to keep a placeholder for them. Because I don't think I currently do for most of them. Let me see. Which ones do I and do I not have a placeholder for? I think only Dragon Arrow I do. Yep, exactly so. Okay, let me go put these into my skilling area then. Because these are actually relevant now. Where is my Dragon Arrow? There it is. Okay, so there's Mithril. And just put every single other one like right in between it. So Mithril, Adamant. I think there's a few creatures that drop these too, though most of them you don't really kill at the moment. But I assume that in the future at some point maybe they would add more things that would end up dropping arrows beyond just this. But even if it's just this minigame, honestly, we're going to get enough of them that probably would be relevant. Yeah, we'll keep placeholders for them so we can go and fletch them all later whenever we want to like multi-skill it. Because doing them independently of each other just isn't worth it. Next thing I want to go do, I want to go open these 2 little Sigit thingies. So for this, we could just go teleport over to my favorite island in all of Varlamore. This is definitely my favorite piece of content they added. Even though a lot of things are pretty nice in part 3 that we've been doing, this island right here, by far my absolute favorite. Especially the music here. It's just so chill. Alright, let's go open this chest. I'll try to keep the music up a little bit because we're going to be doing some bosses, so they might have boss music. Just let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough. We're going to do it like right over here, I think. Like 25%. Alright, let's see what's in this chest. Okay, we got an Aldrium, Lantidime, Tourstool, Snapgrass. I believe it has a guarantee Aldrium every time. I believe this minigame is around like 30-40 Aldrium per hour while doing the minigame itself. And compared to how many I was getting at the other place, I was getting less than 1 per hour. Though it was way under drop rate. I think realistically it's close to 1 or 2 per hour. But this is like 10, 15 times that actually doing the minigame. So still way better value, obviously, to do minigame. However, yeah, still more than none. These are actually really, really useful for making prayer regeneration potions. I'm actually really in debt for them as well. Because I need, plus not only do I have like 13 seeds I still need to go plant from all the things we were killing earlier while we're trying to get the antler guard. But also on top of that, I only have 2 for my 670. That is so sad. Well, let's go use them real quick, I guess. Actually, let me grab a few more in case it keeps it. There we go. Alright, let's see. Wait, we didn't get a 4-dose, and I didn't get to keep it. Oh, we missed both the 2 rolls. That's so sad. Unfortunate. All right, let me get some vials and make these into 1 doses real quick. 1 dose, 1 dose, 1 dose, 1 dose. Okay, there we go. Put those back on, put these back in. Save those for our Inferno temp soon whenever we go take Inferno out. I'm not sure if we're going to be trying it this weekend, but I do want to try it really, really soon. Alright, next thing I want to go do with the things we got. I want to go get this spinning thing. And I want to go get a whistle. And I want to go get flax. Like the flax bale thingies, these things. So I want to go try something with this. First, I want to go use our pity points to go and upgrade this. We already have the full collection log. However, we're not actually done with the minigame. Oh, where am I going? Because one thing you need to do is get 6 spinning spools. Or the bowstring spools. This is mostly to give it its max capacity. It does not have max capacity without it. So what I'm going to do right now is use every last pity point we have to go get as many spinning spiels as we possibly can over here. So let's see what we could do. This is something we kind of saw yesterday, but I forgot existed until I was looking up some stuff with it. It's like, oh wait, there's a pity shop for this minigame? But yeah, there's a pity shop for this minigame, and we have 503 pity points. And these cost 250 each. So if you were to go dry on the fletching knife, this would probably be the first thing you'd want to get with your pity points. If you somehow have 350 veil points but don't have a knife, 100% go for the knife. But the other one that's really good is the bowstring spool. You need 6 of these in total. And you're probably going to get all 3 of these before you get 6 of these. Especially based on our drop rate, getting like 1 of each. Well, not kind of the end, but you know, we got 1 of each of these 3. But you need 6 of this. So we're going to be spending every pity point we ever get onto this. And any green man mass I'll use for the house because it makes some house decoration. And any spare fletching knives, you can sell it back to the shop, but honestly, I might just keep it for myself. Just to have a spare in case for whatever reason. Also, you can probably dual wield the knife, which is really funny. It doesn't count as a weapon, but I'm pretty sure you could dual wield the knife in both hands. Which would look funny, but does not add double the benefit, unfortunately. But yeah, I think all we have to do is just buy these and then use them on each other. So I use this on this, and hopefully it tells me what the new capacity is. Yes, it does. Your spool can now hold 500 strings. And now we use the other spool and the other spool, and now it can hold 2,000 strings. So what does it mean by strings? If we go over to a... actually, I want to see what XP rate this is going to be. I know it's not great, but it basically cuts down all bank time. Wasn't there a spinning wheel in this town? Yeah, there's one all the way down there. I don't know, did we just use that one? I guess I will. There's so many other spinning wheels in the game, but we'll use this one since it's in the town. Nice and thematic. Let's try the quickest way of getting there. I've actually never used this shortcut a single time yet. Like this area. I'm not sure why I see so many people using this bank. I guess because the cycle, when you do it at other level ranges, it matters to use this. But from what I've seen, this area is like completely dead content. Like to ever bother going over there. Because the Ents never go down that path. Oh, our trees are done. I completely forgot about that. There was a bunch of farming patches that came in the most recent patch. And I haven't checked a single one. So what we should be able to do here is notice we have 25 inventory left. I believe this gives us exactly 25. So we can then go on the spinning wheel, do all of our flax, somewhere in here is flax, bowstring, and see what kind of XP rate this is. I know it's not great, but honestly, most crafting XP rates are not great on an Iron Man. That's what I kind of want to see what it is. So notice we're not getting nothing in our inventory. The reason for this is the bowstrings are going straight into the spool. So all you have to do is click this, unpack the flax, then you go and do it again. Use, do 25 of these, unpack, do 25 of these. It is such a chill AFK activity because the AFK time on this, I think, is almost like a whole minute, which is not like absurdly high, but you know, that's still pretty solid. But yeah, the XP rate not looking too good though. I wish we had a quicker spinning wheel. Is there not like a spinning wheel in the game that could spin quicker? Also, wow, this flax is so close. I didn't even notice these earlier. This flax is like a few inches away. But why go a few inches when you can go 0? And then you just click spacebar and then boom. But yeah, it looks like it's about 44-second AFK for around 25k crafting XP per hour, which is not great, but it's not horrifically bad for how AFK it is. And the fact that you're just getting bowstring over time. I really wish they would have added a spinning wheel with this patch that did it like twice as quick though. Or maybe did these like automatically, but that'd be like infinite AFK then if they did that. But yeah, it looks like we're getting about 28k crafting XP per hour with 44-second AFK. And you could do this for as much as your spool can hold. And my spool can currently hold 2,000. I think the max is like 20,000 if you get it all the way max. So you can basically do it indefinitely, basically based on how many bales of flax you have. And every bale of flax here is 25. So what is that? What is 350 times 25? That's just how many we have left. What is 350 times 25? Also, I need to lower the music a little bit. Not sure if it's loud on the recording end, but on my end, gosh. Not sure if my computer noise is just that loud, but that's so loud. Alright, let's see. What's 350 calculator? Where are you? I need a calculator. What is 350 times 25, just to make sure I get quick math. Don't want to do it incorrectly. Yeah, that is 8,750. So my current spool wouldn't be able to hold that. I would have to bank like 4 times. But if you truly had to, there are quite a few banks like nearby spinning wheels, so it's not that big a deal. But the whole point and premise of this is that you get really, really AFK crafting XP. It might not be the best crafting XP in the game, but you're getting a bunch of bowstring while doing it super, super, super AFK. And yeah, it's not bad. It's not great, but for how AFK it is, it's not bad at all. And you would just infinitely camp any spinning wheel in the game, whatever one you like the most. So whatever one you like the atmosphere of. So there's some kind of like troll spinning wheels you could really do it on. I think one of the funnier ones is I think there's one on Soul Wars Island in the middle of absolute nowhere. I don't even think there's any flax. Okay, there is some flax over there, but it's like a mile from a bank. Like this spinning wheel is legitimately not completely invalid anymore, as well as every spinning wheel in the game. You could just go to whatever one you like in the middle of nowhere and just start spinning these like indefinitely, as long as you have like the maxed out bowstring spool. I still need 3 more of these. That's a later issue. We're not going to be doing that to this stream. That'll definitely be an off-stream thing later down the line. But yeah, we green-logged the activity if nothing else, but I still need 3 bowstring spools at some point. We're pretty much guaranteed to get it after we do 500 more pulls, because 2 of them will put into the guarantee pity numbers, and then 1 more will likely get as a drop within that time. But anyways, yeah, that's how that works now. And now if we check this, we can see how many we have. So I have 100 out of 2,000 bowstring, and hopefully it has an empty option, so you can just empty them straight to the bank. No. It does not have an empty, though in all fairness, why would you ever need to empty it? You'd really only want to fill it, so I guess that makes sense. Because the whole other premise of what this does, which I didn't actually show yet, but I think I have some U's in here. So the other thing that this can do, which is really nice, especially if you want to like multi-skill while moving around. Ooh, I don't have it. Alright, let me go knife it real quick. I thought I had some pre-done bows. But let me go use the new knife. So of course this 1 tick quicker knife. You can just AFK makes these and now goes twice as quick. Oh, I just realized this timer is probably incorrect. This timer is doing it off the old system. In the past, this would have taken like 40-something seconds. But one thing that you'll notice with this timer over here, because it hasn't been updated for this new knife, is that it's going to go like halfway and basically be done. The reason for this is 1 tick quicker, and this is a 3 tick action, so it should actually be right over here by the time it finishes. Because we should be finishing 33% quicker than normal. So it should be like right here by the time it finishes, because it's not updated to work with the new knife. But what we can do with this spool is I believe you can just use this straight on them. Oh, that is so nice. So yeah, now if you want to multi-skill and just go like a long while with these bows, actually you might want to have left-click use. So you would just have left-click use, do this, and now you can do up to 27 of them per inventory. Technically even more if you shimmy around some logs and stuff. But before you could only do 14, but now you could do 25, 26, 27, depending on what your inventory setup is looking like. And you can just do it while multi-skilling, doing it while in the bank for like double the AFK time. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's the other main use case of this thing. But yeah, not bad at all. I like it. What gear are we wearing? Very, very, very glowy, you like it? We're wearing pretty much all the Varlamore stuff. Every single thing except the max keep I have on is pretty much all Varlamore. The antler guard came from the most recent one. The crossbow that we're using is from the very first wave. The mask we literally just made. The armor we're wearing is from the second wave. And it is basically weight reducing gear that lowers our weight so we don't take up as much, so our run energy goes down slower. But yeah, it's all Varlamore stuff pretty much. Like everything we're wearing. But yeah, Varlamore has been nice. It's been my favorite content to ever come to Oldschool Runescape. It's not even close. It makes me really excited to see what they're ultimately going to do with sailing. If Varlamore came out this good over the last year. Because they started it back in March, and yeah, now it's basically finished. They're probably still going to do some content updates to it here and there. But for the most part, Varlamore is basically done now, as far as being fully completed. Anyways, let's go get rid of that XP thing, and let's go do this quest. It is time to go do the Final Dawn, and go die to the Final Dawn. Okay, I need to go double check the wiki to make sure at every step of the way that I don't do something really dumb that will kill us. Because while this quest likely won't kill us, it definitely can kill us. So let's be very, 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 very careful. First things first, I want to bring every required item that we need. So we need a knife, a kniff. You know what? I'll bring this special kniff. Hopefully we don't have to consume it. We need emissary robes, which I think are in my house. So let me go grab those right now. I'll do it one at a time. I'm pretty sure I stored them in my house. I'm pretty sure I know where to get more if I didn't store them in the house. but I'm pretty sure I stored them in the house knowing that we'd probably need it for another quest down the line. And that moment is exactly right now. Emissary robes. Emissary robes. Yep. I did that preemptively, knowing that we would need it. I had a feeling that in one of the following quests, if not multiple, you would end up needing it. I think you only need it for this one. But yes, you do need it again. That's why you put things in your storage. We need both the 2 teleports for Varlamore. That makes sense, as this quest probably goes all around Varlamore in every which direction. So it makes sense that we would need the 2 Varlamore teleport items, which are this pendant and this whistle. All right, there we go. Move that there, move that there. Let me double check I have like a billion use cases. Yeah, 43, and this should have like 1,000 almost. Yeah. Oh, wait, really? When did I use so many charges? What happened? Was I using that many when I was doing the fletching activity earlier? Apparently. There we go. All right, now we're never going to run out. There's no way I used up that many. How? But there we go. All right, what else do we need? Is that everything? I need food, combat gear. Oh, yeah, I need, let me go get a nice looking combat gear going. I'm probably just going to use tank melee. Just play it really, really safe. Just get a nice tank melee build going. Primordial. Probably use bandos for the spec. Teleport crystal. Oh yeah, I'm wielding it right now. I want that for the other slot. So I could put that right there as our panic telly. Make sure it's on 2 seconds. Looks like it is, but let me just double check. It is indeed on active, and it is indeed on 2 seconds. Alright, we're good to go. What else do we need gear-wise? I'll bring a Blood Fury. I'm pretty sure that's overkill for this quest, but can't be too safe. And let me just double check where our current outfit's looking like right now. Alright, this will bring down there, bring down there, bring down there. Let me bring a super combat. I'm going all out for this. We'll bring even a prayer regeneration. And I'll bring a normal prayer pot. I'll bring some overheal food. What else? What else? Anything else? Other than the required items. What's still on the required items I didn't bring? I need a beer. I can just buy one. So let me bring some money. I also need any bone. Well, I guess I'll go get both of those real quick. I think you can get it from your house, can't you? Oh, no, you can only get a beer glass. I have, like, dragon ale in there currently. Alright, fine. We'll go to an actual place to go buy it. For whatever reason, I'm not thinking of a quick location where we can go buy one. Oh, no, I guess just do it in, I don't know, why can't I think of the closest teleport to a beer? There's, like, a billion places to buy a beer, and I can't think of the closest one to a, thing. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just go to Sears Village. This is probably not the closest one, but it's the only one I can think of at the moment that's decently close to a teleport. Alright, one beer, please. There's definitely one closer than this. It just doesn't come to mind at the moment. Wasting more time trying to think of one than where it actually is. Alright, there we go. What else did I need? I needed a... beer... bones. One bones, please, man. Thank you. Oh, no! I wasted a Blood Fury charge! Oh, Guam. Give me that. My Guam. Alright. What else do we need? Is that everything? I think that is everything other than the rest of our gear that we should probably go equip. Alright. Let me go put this away. I don't need that. Let me go get the rest of our gear, whatever that is. Boom boom. Berserker ring. Well, I could do suffering for the extra protection. But I'm pretty sure extra damage is going to matter a little bit more for the ring. Anything else? Anything else? We already have our spec weapon. I don't think we need to change to range at any point during this quest. I'm pretty sure there is one that forces you to have to melee, because you get a really good like mid-game melee thing from doing this quest. But I don't think you ever have to do otherwise. So let me get like Varrock into that, nice and tanky. We could do the new Blood Moon though to be a little bit more thematic. But I know there's one boss fight where we're going to be maged and ranged at the same time. And I'm just going to camp Mage Prey and tank the range. So I think just camping this for the whole time is going to be probably better for us than using the little bit extra strength. We're sacrificing like 6 strength for like infinite tank ability. So we should be fine. Plus the Torva Helm makes up for it a little bit. Is that everything? The rest of our inventory is just quest items then, and I guess more not die buttons if we wanted more not die buttons. I guess some stamina too, since we're so heavy. Is that everything? That should be everything. That should be all. Alright, good to go. Alright, let's go do this quest. Off we go. Where do I even start this? I looked up mostly the boss fights. As far as the quest itself, I tried not to spoil too much. But I did have to spoil all the boss fights just to make sure we don't die. And I have no clue where to even start it. Right there, the Final Dawn location. Oh yeah, I should probably bring teleports with me. It would probably be convenient. There we go. Alright, that should be fine. Anything else? Should be good now. Teleport. Except for Fortis. Alright, let's go do this quest. And I do have the wiki at hand if I need backup. But let's go start this quest. This is the only thing we'll be doing this stream that probably has any chance of killing us. Particularly the final boss of this. But there's a few other fights that are kind of sketchy, but probably are fine. Ah, Nisia, my child. You've arrived. Your arrival is well timed. Is it? Yes, the Queen would like to speak with you. Would you like to start the Final Dawn? Dun dun dun. Now? Indeed. She is waiting for you upstairs. I will go on ahead and let you know you are here. Oh, cutscene time. I still wish cutscenes like this had voice acting. I am told you were with my son when he was captured. Yes, my queen. You followed along with this plan of his, knowing that in doing so, you were supporting him in disobeying an order from his queen? Yes, my queen. You do not strike me as a fool, so why do you play the part of one? I can fix this, I promise you. Yes, honestly, every single quest in this game can be summarized. If we did literally nothing, the world would be better off. Is basically the entirety of Oldschool Runescape's overarching questline, is if we literally did no quest ever, the world would be in a better place than if we did any. Because we're almost always the source of the problem that we then eventually solve, but we were like the cause of it to begin with, for the most part. I can fix this, I promise you. I will find Itzel, and I will rescue him. Why should I trust you? Because my son did? Tell me, which recent event was it that suggested to you that he was of sound judgment? With respect, my queen, were it not for Tacit here, I would have died at the hands of the emissaries. I believe he has earned our trust. Trust is like a blade. If not maintained, it fails when you need it most. Then let us give our Iknami here the opportunity to regain our trust. You seem to have made quite the impression, outsider. Both Servius and my son have taken a liking to you. Prove them right. Rectify this situation. Also, it looks so weird with the text so close together like that. I will. Where should I begin? We need to avoid outright aggression. The safety of my son cannot be risked. I understand you were able to infiltrate the emissaries and gain access to their temple. Yes, I have the outfit ready to go. The quest told me to bring it. That's right. Then do so again. Gather any information you can on what they are doing with my son. Then return to me here. Do not give me a reason to regret this decision. I won't let you down. You have my word. Good luck, my child. May the sun lights your way. Or may the sun light your way. Alright, let's go. What are we doing now? Quest helper, help. I spoke to blah 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 blah. He took me to the blah 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 prince blah 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 from the Twilight. She told me to go to the Twilight Temple and gather more information. To the Twilight Temple! What does the wiki say to go do? Infiltrating the cult again. Head back to the Twilight Temple and head inside where a cutscene will play. Okay, let's go to there. Cutscene time. Twilight Temple. Alright, go back into the Twilight Temple. Do you mean upstairs or into the cave? There are multiple ways to go into this place. Do you mean this when you go in? This is in. Nope. Alright, do you mean up when you say in? Okay. Is there a down? Is there a down option? What do you mean? I'm already here. Or do they mean this is the temple? Oh, wait. Maybe they mean the temple is the temple. Maybe the thing that says Twilight Temple is what is the Twilight Temple. Aha, I see. They mean this new staircase that was added. Because I don't think this was here before. The one down south was. That was part of the second quest. But I'm pretty sure this one back here is new. Whatever this pitfall thing is. Oh, yep, there's the cutscene. Aha. And with the guidance of Ralos and Renault, who stand beside us in our fight, we will be victorious. I know recent setbacks have you questioning. I know you have concerns. You need not whisper them in the shadows, for you are free to question. More than that, you are encouraged to question. After all, was it not your questions that brought you here? Did you not dare to ask them while others shield away in fear? Remember this, we are the doubters. We are the outcasts. Society shunned us for it, but only those who question everything will ever find the truth. And that truth, that is what we fight for. That is what will bring about the final dawn. Let me now assure you, these setbacks have done nothing to stop us. The road to the Mahayakadol is clearer than ever. We have no need for the Teokin anymore. Bring out the prisoner. I have no clue who that is, though I feel like I should know who that is. See how the rulers of the kingdom are powerless against us. It's the Archon, here to the throne of Varlamore. Oh, that's the queen's son, I think. I'm pretty sure. Is now our prisoner. The one who we just talked to earlier. You love it, don't you? Standing on a stage, spouting nonsense to a bunch of fanatics. It means nothing, Mestil. People like you always fear the truth. Do you know why? Because without your lies, all that you do, all that you live for, is meaningless. But your fear, it can now end. Here, you finally have a purpose. Here, you can finally serve Ralos and Renault. Do you not see? The blood of the Teokin runs through your veins. You are now the key to the final dawn. You want my blood? Take it. Just make sure you take it all. At least that way I won't have to listen to that garbage you spew anymore. Listen to the anger in his voice. It is a poor attempt to mask his fear. We need not fear though, for our purpose is clear. Go now, for time is short, and there is much left to do. It will soon be time to deliver Twilight's promise. It will soon be time for the final dawn. They brought Istil in the, from the downstairs. All right, downstairs. I was already going there, no worries. I like how the game is like, go downstairs. In case you don't know where to go, we will spell it out for you. I can't let you down there without the passphrase. Is it gonna be Final Dawn? Final? Dawn. Correct. Even in the non-comedic quest, they still go for it. That's funny. Of course, they would just reuse the name a billion times. Oh, that was it. That's right. Go right ahead. Alright, what are we doing now? Quest helper, help. I traveled to the Twilight Temple and witnessed... Our character didn't talk to himself. How am I supposed to know what to do now? I traveled to the Twilight Temple, witnessed Mitzel giving a speech, followers, blah, blah, blah. During the speech, blah, blah, blah. Below the dungeon. I should explore the dungeon and see what I can discover. I see. So, check the wiki and see what it tells me to do. Head to the Twilight Temple, head inside where a cutscene will play. We already saw it. Itzel is the I know we saw that. The passcode is Final Dawn. We already did that. They will let you in. Once inside, go north and east in an offshoot. There's like a billion offshoots. Which one? North and east into an offshoot. You will need to make your way past emissary. Okay, that's probably what this is right now. Oh, I have to. Oh, this is stealth. Oh, I see. This is a stealth section. Wonderful. Okay. Where's the end goal here? Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. What is these walls? Alright. Where am I heading? I guess I'm just heading over there. Oh, it should be good. Am I in or is it locked? Okay, good. It's not locked. Okay, something gonna attack me here. Because I'm pretty sure this is one of the few boss fights was in this room. I'm not sure if it happens now, though. He has like some kind of dash attack and some kind of AoE around him. There must be something useful here. But I might have to do a puzzle first. But I'm pretty sure that's one of the boss rooms over there. It has quite boss room energy with the nice big layout. Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh, we get to overhear here. Not to mention, what happens when the queen sends her forces to recover the prince? The queen will not dare but put her son in danger. Your worries are unfounded. Besides, I've already made arrangements for him to be moved elsewhere. Unfounded? Do you not see how risky the plan is? We should have struck with Servius rather than revealing ourselves. And if the opportunity presents itself, Servius will still make for a valid option. The trick here isn't to have one plan, it's to have many. We have enough options available that one of them will bear fruits. It won't matter how many options we have if we don't live long enough to see them through. You keep gambling with our future here. You should have more faith, Furia. Look at your brother. He's a true believer now. A fool is what he is. Good job. We have many uses for fools then. What are we doing now? That was close. Okay, Wiki, help. What am I doing? Blah, 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 blah. Throw your thing, head to this thing. Hear the conversation. Search the bed from the room they came from. Search. Hey, we got a key. Where do I use this key? And search the drawer with the key. This drawer? There's a lot of drawers. You search the drawers, you find nothing of interest. Alright, we got something. You unlock the drawers. We search the drawers. We get a canvas piece. I assume we put that in there. To get a canvas piece, there are two drawers. One in the... Oh, they were explaining that. Use the piece on the painting and attempt to picklock the chest inside. So I'll give you this the second piece, hopefully. Okay, inspect. Enter the passage. Oh, wait, why am I doing this? That's ahead. Oh, yeah, chest inside. I see. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Confirm. Oh, I gotta move them to the thing. Confirm. 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 Easy. Those things are so free with how it's set up. It's basically just guaranteed. It's not like those other puzzles they can actually fail, like the, Oh, is this the fight? Oh, no, this is the fight, isn't it? What is this? No one is allowed in here! Give me that! The guard confiscates the scroll you found in the hidden room. There's only one outcome for betraying the Argor. Death. No, we're hardcore. That's not good. Don't do death. We're not here to die today. I'm very much not here to die. Wait, can I not pray against them? Oh, I'm not allowed to take off emissary robes. Interesting. In all fairness, he's pretty chill. Oh, he can actually be poisoned. Oh, okay. I should have moved back. Wait, no, don't get in this. No. Oh, good. He did. Oh, wow. He did a weird diagonal there. I'm actually surprised they could code that weird diagonal. It looks like he's actually moving directly to the tile. Like a player who would have walk-on would do. That's interesting. That's a rather new mechanic. Yeah, he did a dash from like here to there. So he did like a direct walk. Like he did like this movement. Like he did boom, 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 but he did it in like a quick dash where he moved really quickly. That's interesting. That's an angle that they didn't actually have on any of the boss up to this point. So they might use it for like a real boss at some point. Actually, I think the Duma Makaado technically does it when he goes in his race car phase. Anyways, what am I doing? Reading this probably. Argor Mestil, I am pleased to confirm that I have been successful in acquiring a property in Fortis for use as a safe house. It is a prime location directly opposite the bank. To avoid any possible suspicion, I believe it is best to keep the house occupied at all times. As such, I intend to move in myself as soon as possible. May Ralos and Renul guide us forever, Janice. Okay, am I going there now? Do I teleport out? What's the plan here? The Enforcer has a bunch of HP, has an AoE, kill him, blah, blah, blah. The player is unable to change their equipment during the fight, that's fine. So it's highly recommended to have wielded the necessary stuff beforehand. I did not do that. That would have been nice to know earlier. The player is also unable to use prayers. I figured that out once it wouldn't let me. So bringing food is recommended. No worries, we didn't get hit a single time. Actually, yeah, we did, but it's fine. We barely got hit. Let's see. So bringing food, blah, blah, blah. After the Enforcer dies, pick up the scroll you took, read it, and then return to Queen. Okay, return to the Queen. That's what I wanted to say. All right, back to Queen. To the Queen! Alright, heal. Civitas Fortis. Get rid of our emissary robes. Not sure if she'll hate us if we're wearing them. Alright, let's return to the Queen. To the Queen! Alright, then we probably have another cutscene. Where's Queen again? Upstairs? Queen? I forget where we talked to her because we got cutscene to her earlier. Queen! Queen? There it is, Queen. You've returned. I trust that means you have the news for us? I do. Itztol was being held at a temple, but you've now moved him elsewhere. Or bet they've now moved him elsewhere. Where? I don't know, but I did also find out that they have some sort of plan for him. They called him the key to the Final Dawn. Something to do with having Severus's blood. My blood? Do they wish to trigger the gathering? The gathering? What's the gathering? What it is isn't important right now. Do not lose focus on the matter at hand. If you don't know where they took my son, then how do you intend to find out? I discovered that Forebearer Janice, a senior member of the emissaries, is living right here in Fortis in a cult safe house. I was thinking we could capture him and find out what he knows. Where is the safe house? Directly opposite of a bank, apparently. Well, there are no houses opposite the Eastern Bank, so it mustn't be the one looking over the Western Bank. Oh, do I need a house key to go get in there? Does it have a 50 thieving requirement? I might need to go use one of my billion house keys that we thieved while getting easy clues to get in there. Because it might be one of those thieving houses in the upstairs or something. Then let's not waste any time, adventurer. I will dispatch Captain Vibia of the Knights of Varlamore to this property. You will meet with her there. Secure the property with her and capture the Forebearer Janice. I'll head over there at once. Good. May the sun light your way. Alright, let's go head over there. So that should be right over here. Okay, good. We don't need a key. That's not one of the key doors. It's that one, and that one. So this is just a normal house. So it should be this house right here. The guard dog doesn't take kindly to your presence. Oh, this is what I need the bone for. The guard dog doesn't take kindly to your presence. Dog doesn't take kindly to your presence. Giving it bone is not what that bone is for. Blah, blah, blah. The scroll's contents, blah, blah, blah. After talking to her, interact with the southeastern window. Southeastern window, southeastern window. Southeastern window. There are so many things that could be considered a southeastern window. Examine, examine, examine. There's no U's. What do you mean by southeastern? It would have to be one of those. What other window is there? There's no interactable. Oh, I just saw a trapdoor somewhere there, though. Oh, that's from inside. What do you mean southeastern? Alright, after you're talking to her, interact with the... Oh, wait, maybe there's someone outside. Oh, yeah, where was the... What's-her-name I was supposed to talk to? Maybe that's the problem. Zynia will set up a trap for Forebearer, asking to meet up at Captain Vibia at the safe house, south of the bank. Who? Where? I don't see this person. It's not you. It's south of the bank. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. She's not here. Citizen, guard, dog, Ollie. The sketchy guy. Recognizes the Southwestern Bank in Civitas Illifortis. Is there a different Southwestern Bank? Since there are no houses in the Eastern Bank, Zenelia will set up a trap for that person, asking you to meet up with Captain Vibia at the safe house south of the bank, or should we ask you to set up a trap? I don't see anyone by that name or appearance. It's not in the house. It wouldn't be over there. Who is this person? Oh, you mean south of the house. Oh. You should have said south of the house, not south of the bank. Good, you're here. Shall we get started? How did I miss that? I guess so. I've been obsessing with observing the property, and it doesn't seem anyone is home. At least, not any people. People meaning dogs. There's one outside, and at least one more in the house. I don't expect them to take kindly to intruders. So, what's your plan? We will rescue or secure the house and prepare a trap to capture this cultist leader upon their return. As you don't know exactly when that will be, I suggest we move quickly. First up, we need a way inside. I will keep watch out here while you find us that way in. Okay, I'll get to work. Alright, this is where we need to go do the window then. The window seems to be locked. The window seems to be locked. Force open the window that isn't locked. You managed to force open the window cover. Inside the room, you see a dog roaming around. Climb through. Come on, Bone. We got you. Alright, is this where I use it, or do I just go buy it? What do we do? Bone. The dog takes the bone. He quickly calms down and gives your hand a little lick. Alright, open door. What is this code? We have not been prompted at any point to know this code. It is Gus. G U S. Confirm. Alright, what now? Where's the Gus part? So we put in the code of Gus. Where are we? I can't even tell. Control find Gus. Where are we? Okay, this is the code need to unlock the door. Let's see. You will bring Vibia in after the coast is clear, and you will need to knock and wait. What? Pet the dog to see its name tag. Oh, that's how we were supposed to know it. This is the code needed to unlock the door to the rest of the house, and you will bring Vibia in after the coast is clear. Oh, she's already in. Okay. I thought we had to do that actively. Bring a blackjack. Wait. Bringing a blackjack will result in a human... Oh, no. We need to make a blackjack. Unlock the door, and you will blah, 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 and you will need to knock the unrestrained Janice when he arrives. First, grab a knife in the kitchen. I already got a knife. Then the sack of potatoes outside the kitchen. Empty the sack. Yeah, there we go. Empty the sack. I might have lost track of where we already are. Empty the sack, then head upstairs to grab the coin pouch. Coin pouch. Coin purse. Let's see. You're lying there. Extract the coins. Extract. Open. Then head up to the top floor and use the knife on the potted fan plant. Potted flan. Okay, so I didn't really need the special knife then. There are a billion of them. I assume it's the one that's discolored. You. Yes, it is. Perfect. Let's see. Then head up. Additionally, use the now empty coin pouch on the pot of sand. Pot of sand. You mean different floor? Because there's no pot of sand up here. Oh, yes, there is. Pot of sand. Pot of sand. Use on pot of sand. Good. Alright, now what? Use a branch on the sand-filled pile to make a makeshift blackjack. Alright. Then show the empty sack and blackjack to Vibia. Alright, climb down. Climb down. Talk to her, him. Right. Now that the property is secure, we need to prepare for the return of the forebearer Janice. I trust you brought supplies? What kind of supplies? First, we'll need a way to restrain him. We got a bag. Will sack work? You give Captain Vibia the sack. Yes, I think this should be suitable. I'll keep a hold of it. Great. What else do we need? We'll also require something to knock him out with. I don't think I have anything suitable. Shall I head out and find something appropriate? No. This cultist could be back at any moment, and we need to make sure we're here and when he does. Let's have a look around and see if there's anything in the house we can make it out of instead. Like a quest guide that told us to already do all this. I'll get searching. I have it. I made this from a few things I found randomly. Before you even told us to. You showed the makeshift blackjack to Captain Vibia. Perfect. You keep a hold of that and use it to subdue him when the time comes. I think we have everything we need now. I believe you're right. Now, just to wait for him to return home. He's gonna knock him out. He's gonna get in and boom. Good doggy. Woof woof. Hey, look! I'm a distraction! What the? Hey, get this thing off me! Whack him! Alright, what are we doing? Searching his body? Search to search. We got a key to a basement somewheres. I found the basement key. Good. Down there will work nicely for interrogation. You got him ready. I'll fetch the queen. The queen herself. Such an honor. Don't think for a second that I'm going to tell you anything, though. Even death itself doesn't scare me. Really? I've known a lot of people claim death doesn't scare them. From afar, bravery comes easy, but then the moment finally comes when they stare death in the face. That's when they break. If you think you're the exception, you will soon be disappointed. Ha! You are out of touch, my queen. I am a herald of the final dawn. For us, death is a glory to be celebrated. Then celebrate it. You will. But first, you will talk. Leave me with him alone. Hello, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Alright, get that info. Did he kill him? What happened? He talked. And then I killed him. It seems you were right, right, Servius. The cultists wish to trigger the gathering. Sure, sorry, but could someone explain what the gathering is to me? It's the ceremony where a dead Tuatiocan is laid to rest, and their successor is chosen. But why is it so important to the cultists? According to our recently departed economy, here is less about the ceremony and more about its location, the Crypt of Tunali in the Talati rainforest. They're just making up words. The cult believe the crypt houses the secret path to the macchiato. The Talati rainforest? Just like the Nagua said. Oh yeah, we explored that yesterday when we were exploring all that area. I think that's like the southwestern area where the gem crab is and the jaguars and the hippos and everything. Yes, Servius mentioned this Nagua you encountered. What did she say? Not much. She just referred to the macchiato as the Talati archive. We should be wary of trusting the words of a Nagua, my queen. Perhaps, though it matters little whether we believe her or not. The cult do believe, and they will stop at nothing to access the crypt. So, what do we do now? The gathering. The gathering takes place behind a set of doors within the crypt. These doors can only be opened with the blood of the two Tiokin. The cult are hoping to substitute Servius's blood with my son's, but it seems they are having issues in doing so. They have apparently chosen to seek help from the dwarves of Camturum with this. Why the dwarves? The crypt is the most holiest of places, built by the old ones themselves. However, the doors were a more recent addition, built by the dwarves. This was before relations soured between us. I see. So the Camturum then? Two Camturum? Oh, and Tacit. You did well here. It seems it still was right to trust you. Thank you, my queen. Now we will depart at once. Are you ready to go? Nice, a free teleport? I was going to go teleport to a bank to go get my teleport there. To go use one of the mobs, but yeah, I'll take a free teleport. Yes, please. Let's go. Cutscene time. Nice, you hearken. What an unexpected surprise. Your business here must be very important for you to have not sent prior word of your coming. I'm afraid the suddenness of our arrival was a necessity, though I'm pleased to see that it didn't prevent you from meeting us here personally, High Lord Catlo. Well, what kind of ruler would I be if I didn't make sure to treat our honored allies with the highest of respect? How very true. I heard about the unfortunate events at the Tiamat, but it is good to see the Teokun has made a full recovery. No doubt those responsible met swift justice. Their days are numbered. So, they are still at large. How concerning. Still, I'm sure your son and his knights will be doing all they can to rectify that. Perhaps, High Lord, we should discuss the reason for our visit? Yes, of course. What is it that brings you here? We have reason to believe that enemies of Varlamore are operating within Camturum. Enemies of Varlamore in Canturum? I couldn't even begin to imagine such a thing. Are you sure about this? Very. Then, what can you tell me about these enemies? They are members of the Twilight Emissaries cult. The cultists wish to gain access to the crypt of the Tunali, but they require dwarven help to do so. I assure you, no cultist would have been granted access to the city. For a start, there are only 4 of us who even have the ability to grant that access. However, it is clear this is a matter of great importance to you. I will ensure that we keep a close eye out for any cultists. With respect, High Lord, these cultists are our enemy. I would ask that you let us find and deal with them personally. I understand, and I would very much like to help you. However, a human investigation in Camturum would not be looked upon kindly by the citizens here. If I may, High Lord, the human traveling with the Queen here is a friend to us. There are the ones who helped us deal with the issues in the ruins beneath the city. If it is a human who is to be conducting the investigations here, I am sure they will act with discretion. You are happy to vouch for them at Tala? I am. Very well. In that case, my good friends, I grant you permission to search for these cultists. Atala here will join you. Do let her know if that's a her. Do let her know if there's anything at all that you need. Thank you, High Lord. Do not mention it. Dealing with with Varlamorians is always such a pleasure. Now, I'm afraid I must depart, but I wish you good luck. I will wait for you in the market, Tacit. I have some ideas for where you might begin your search. So, you've worked with the dwarves here before. You are full of surprise, Tacit. I do my best. Yeah, that was when we did the Moons of Peril quest. Clearly. Now, time is of the essence here. Use the trust you have built with the dwarves to find and stop the cultists. Once you have done so, report to me at Tal in the Talali rainforest. You're not staying? No. My presence here will be a distraction, and I must ensure that the defenses are ready at the crypt of Tenali. However, I trust you will not let me down. I will stay as well. It is possible my knowledge will come in useful during the investigation. Nonsense. Need I remind you that you are still a target for the cultists? You will return to the palace. The emissaries hide everywhere. I am not safer at the palace than I am here. Fine, but I will leave a bodyguard with you. You should not waste the Kutali on me. No, I wouldn't yet here we... What is that sentence? No, I shouldn't. And yet, here we are. Now, let us get to work. Good luck to you both, and may the sun light your way. Thank you, my queen. Come, Tacit. Let us meet with the dwarf in the market. Okay, let's go meet with the dwarf in the market. So I don't think I'm going to need that many staminas. I should cut out my inventory some and start getting ready for fights. Also, I'm going to need the bear soon. Also, where's this dwarf in the market? Was this the guy? Tinzori? No, he's the pickaxe guy. Who? Why? Where? What? Blah, 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 blah. Camptorum Market, and I'm ready to begin. I am at this location. Leaving Servius and find the emissaries. I should speak to her in the Camptorum. Okay, we're looking for that one female from earlier with the long beard. I'm not seeing her, though. This is the market, is it not? Is there another market? Because that's not her. That's not her. Looking for that. Oh, there she is. It's all the way at the front. When I vouch for you back there, Tacit, I wasn't expecting you to bring a Teokon with you. He's here to help. Huh. Help with what exactly? You claim there are cultists in our city who want access to this crypt of yours, but you haven't said why. What's so special about the crypt? They think it hides a path to the Macchiato. Ah, of course they do. Don't you humans even tire of your fantasies? Macchiato is no fantasy. Why? Have you been yourself? Of course not. No human can reach Macchiato. Ha! And yet here you are trying to stop some cultists from doing just that. Their beliefs are false. They follow the words of a lying heathen. Ah, of course, a lying heathen, just like us here, no doubt. Okay, let's put a stop to this before things get out of hand. Atella, you said you had an idea for where we should start our search? As the High Lord said, there are only 4 dwarves who can grant humans access to Camptorum. They are myself, High Lord Hyseer Avandra, and Tiomo, Avandra's advisor. And you suspect someone? Not exactly, but those Tiomo is the most likely candidate. I trust the High Lord and the High Seer, and I know for a fact it wasn't me. Let's start with the Tiomo then. Where can we find him? His house is the one behind the bank east of here. Let us meet there. Alright, we're just gonna cutscene us there, or are we gonna go? Okay, we're gonna go east of the bank, so it should be this one right there. Oh, so I should go and minus staminas and get real food. Oh, oops, I just used the stamina. I forgot I have it on one click for what's it called. No, I'm drinking them all. Stop drinking them. I have that set up for Blast Furnace. No. I'll keep the beer. I'll keep the coins. I'll keep all that. Keep the emissary robes low. Let me get some real combo foods and everything in case we have some fights coming up. I know there's a double fight. I think we're still a little ways away from it, though. But let me just go get some basic supplies. Some more basic supplies. Oh, no, not sand feed. That's overkill. I don't think they have anything like that that'll really do anything weird. Some more basic supplies. Overheal food. And keep 2 inventories because we're probably going to need it for the quest. Okay, that should be fine. Alright, what are we doing? Where are we doing it? Why are we doing it? Right here, right? And that he should be back soon. Why do you need to see him anyway, Adlata? And how come you have a human priest with you? Believe me, the priest wasn't my choice. Excuse me? Anyway, Don't worry yourself, Gauna. It's not an urgent matter by any means. It's just a little project that Tiomo was working on that needs finishing off. Speaking of which, do you mind if we take a look around while we wait for him? I imagine he'll have left some things from the project here. I suppose so. Do keep out of the basement, though. Tiomo doesn't like people going down there. He doesn't. Very well. Alright, how do I distract to get to the basement? Wiki, help. Because I have a feeling if I click climb down, they're not gonna let me, right? Yeah, it doesn't want people down there. Okay. So we basically have to build some kind of distraction. Wait, can I get him drunk? Is this what the beer is for? Where is he? Get drunk. Do you fancy your drink? It's the least we could do after barging in like this. Oh, I shouldn't really start drinking at this time. It would be rude to say no, though. Thanks. Alright, now I'm just gonna walk under you and climb down here. Thank you. Alright. What are we looking for? Inspect. Hello, barrel. The barrel smells like a standard Gilnorian pub. Hey, we got our beer refunded. Alright, what am I doing down here? Drink the beer south of the staircase and then... wait, no. Okay, I think I found it. Search the cabinet in the... okay, wait. You will offer the beer to her, causing... that was another her. To get drunk and now allowing you to go downstairs. There, Ladle and Servitus will argue about the truth behind the thing. Oh, should I talk to them? Tiamat must have had a reason for not wanting people down here. Let's find out what it is. So what's your take on the Miyokado business? Well, just so I'm understanding correctly, there are cult who believe there is a path to the center of the world. That's right. And what do they intend to do once they get there? They're claiming the two of the cultists are Ralos and Renewal Reborn. They believe that once the two of them reach Macchiato, the world will be destroyed and then remade once more. Of course. What a totally normal thing to believe. Only humans would ever manage to reach this level of silliness. Do not tar us all with the same brush. Most humans would never believe the nonsense those cultists spread. No, you just believe a different nonsense. I must admit, to those of us who live in the real world, it can sometimes be hard to tell the difference. Anyway, as for my take, your cultists are going to end up disappointed. There is no macchiato. The only path they will find is one leading to their deaths. And yet, it isn't just them who have spoken of it. What are you on about? I encountered a Nagawa who's called the Mokoyado, an archive. Really? How curious. Hard to know what that might mean, though. Nagawa are not known for being reliable. Ah, something we agree on. So, you don't think she was telling the truth? The truth isn't something that ever seems to matter to your kind. This cult has already made up their minds on what they believe, just as your priests here as well. But I'm not asking them. I'm asking you. What do you believe? That Ralos doesn't exist. That Renault doesn't exist. That the Macchiato doesn't exist. It's as simple as that. Now, if that answer satisfies you, shall we go back to work? Fair enough. Alright, what am I doing now? Search the cabinet in the southwest and grab one of each of the Steam Forge brew. Cabinet, this one? What do you mean Steam Forge brew? Literally all of them? I don't have enough inventory for that. What do you mean by each of these? Let me double check. Oh, Steam Forge brew, Dwarven Stout. Okay, I see what it means. I need this one. I need a Dwarven Stout. And I need a Wizard's Mind Bomb. Alright. And now what am I doing with these? Place the Steam Forge brew on the barrel directly south of the cabinet. Alright, this one. Oh, I see. This is going to open up a code that's pressured based on the beer. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's why the beer was there. But yeah, it's going to do some kind of pressure gauge on the 4 barrels. Place the stout directly east of this barrel. And I assume the mine bomb goes on the other one. And then let me just double check. Oh, we could probably just do it. I'm pretty sure that's the one, right? Yep. You place the glass of the wizard mine bomb on the barrel and hear a clicking sound. Yep, there we go. Alright, now where do we go? Assumably a door opens somewhere. Drink the beer south of the staircase and then place the empty glass on it. Alright. Wait, doesn't the mine bomb not go there? Place the beer on the northern barrel. Place the beer on the northern barrel, indicated with smells like... Oh, I was supposed to get a normal beer. Wait. I'm so confused. That's not where Wizard Mind Bomb goes. Oh no, it is. Wait, now I'm even more confused because of what I did. Did we do it right? Wrong, correct. Because the Steam Forge brew goes in this barrel directly south of the cabinet. Did that. Place the stout directly east of this barrel. Did that. Place the beer on the northern barrel. So is this not supposed to be that then? Place the mine bomb on the southeastern barrel indicated by bubbling. Was there another barrel? Oh, there's another barrel. There we go. I didn't realize there's a 5th barrel. These dwarves sure love their drinks. Alright, there we go. Open sesame. Pull it. You pull the hidden lever and hear a clicking sound from elsewhere in the room. Where is elsewhere in the room? There it is. Climb through. Cutscene time. Any battles in here? Must be weird, these nasty things. They're called disguises, brother. We shouldn't need a disguise ourselves. We shouldn't be here at all. This dwarf can't be trusted. If you have any better suggestion, I'm all ears. Hello, MK Jets. Welcome. Hope all's been well. Oh, there's that dwarf. Tumo. Ah, there you are. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I meant to bow? You jest, dwarf. But you should show some respect. Yes, of course, your holiness, your excellency. I'm sorry, I've never had the luck of meeting a god before. What is your preferred title? Enough. Do not push me, dwarf. Why? You are powerless to do anything about it. Without me, you go back to your Agor empty-handed. I get the feeling she wouldn't like that. Well, then it's a good thing we do not answer to her. No, but if that's the case, then why are you doing her bidding? Of all the people she could have sent here, why did she pick her gods reborn? The blood of Ralos flows through my veins, dwarf. When we reach Macchiato, you will see for yourself. Ha! And what will you see? What happens when you reach the apparent center of the world, only to discover that everything you thought you knew was wrong? You think you're so... Calm yourself, brother. Arguing gets us nowhere. Tell us, dwarf, can it be done? Yes, I believe so. However, it will not be straightforward. Meaning? I will need you to retrieve something for me. The crypt doors are sealed using the magic of an old one keystone. I will need one of these keystones for myself, if I am to have any success. And where will we find one of those? It is a keystone that keeps the Nagua imprisoned in Neopatli. I'm sure it can't be the only one in there. Then, go in and find one for yourself. We do not serve you. So you claim, and yet you don't actually have a choice. If you want my help, you'll find me a keystone. You will have it. Just make sure you are ready. Of course. I assure you're already sorted by payment? Yes, as agreed. Enjoy it while you can. The money won't mean anything once this is all over. Truth be told, the money is just a bonus. The chance to be the one to show you fools the truth. That, my friends, is the real prize. Anyway, best we all get to work. You have a keystone to find. Alright, so he's not like mega evil. He's just trying to have some fun and getting paid. Story time with Dazit. Yeah, honestly, this quest has been pretty interesting so far. I've been liking the writing they've been doing in some of the more modern quests. Not that the older quests didn't have good writing too, but they've had a lot more to be able to build like a full storyline kind of thing out of it. Compared to in the past where they're building off of past storylines and trying to finish them. Because this was, I think, the first or second storyline in Oldschool Runescape where the developers, or the modern developers of this game, basically got to scratch it, or, you know, create it from scratch. It started with Child of the Sun in 2024, and it's ending with the Final Dawn in 2025. Also, this update in, what is this now, July, these were the first quests we got in all year. We got 4 at once, but gosh, it took them a while. It took them 7 months to do any amount of quests, but then we got 4 of them. But anyways, that didn't sound good. I'd better let Atlanta and the Servitus know. Alright, let's go head over there. But yeah, I believe we still have 3 more mega boss fights to go do. Each probably more difficult than the last. So far, we only had 1 battle we had to go do. Also, where am I supposed to go right now? Where's Al? How do you get out of here? Oh, there it is. The hole we came in through. Yeah, I've really been enjoying the modern questing in this game a lot. Especially after reading through everything and everything. You're back. Did you find something? I did. You were right. Tumo is the only one helping the cultists. He's sent them to Nisapotsli to find something he calls an Old One Keystone. More trouble at Nisapotsli? Great. This is just what we need. What do we do? Servius, go to Taltekin. If we can't stop them from getting that keystone, they'll have everything they need to enter the crypt. You need to make sure the queen is ready. I'll gather some guards and see if I can find Tumo. While I do that, Tacit, you should go to the Neo-Potsli and find the cultists. Alright, let's get to it then. Good luck, Tacit. May the sun light your way. Alright, let's go do it. I think this is the second boss fight coming soon too, once we go do whatever this next puzzle is. How do I get out of here? So I like how he goes down because they're like dwarf doors, so you have to like go down to be able to get through them because they're so small. Alright, let's go talk to the spirit thingy. I believe it's in the reward room. Do I have to go all the way over there? Oh, or she could just spawn in the middle. That works too. That's rather convenient. Welcome back, it's Nil. You have timed your arrival here well, for Neopotle is in danger once more. There are interlopers present who have little regard for the dangers posed by the moon's apparel. Well, that's exactly why I'm here. I know who those interlopers are, and I know what they're after. Yes, I suspect that's to be the case. Your arrival was too precise to be coincidence. Tell me, what do the interlopers seek? They're after an Old One keystone. Old One? A curious term. We Nagawa measure time as the rivers change their paths and as the mountains erode away. The days of the masters are fresh memories to me, but to you, one who is so short-lived, they are days of myth. Tell me, why do the interlopers seek the magic of the masters? There's a crypt in the Talati rainforest, but it's sealed using the Old One's magic. These interlopers are cultists who want to get inside. They think they can do so if they have a keystone of their own. Provided they have the aptitude, I suspect their beliefs are correct. Then we need to stop them before they get one. Word. This is a real word, right? Incalsaldron behind me. Oh, that's the, I don't know how to say that. I know what that means, though. It's like the 20-sided dice thing. The ecosydron, the ecosaldron. Oh, gosh. It's that thing. Behind me is a form of keystone, and the interloopers have already tried to tamper with it. But you stop them? Yes, but the danger remains. There is another keystone here, an earlier form of the that die right there. It's a name for that die, a 20-sided die or whatever it is. I never played Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know how to say that. From when Neopotsley was being built. However, the Moons of Peril must remain, and my priority. Remain my priority. I cannot stop the interloopers from trying to obtain it. Don't worry, I can deal with them. I just need to know where they are. I can give you a fragment of the die behind her. It resonates with the magic of the other keystone. It will guide you to it. Go to the keystone, and you will no doubt find the interloopers. Thank you. But before I go, there's one other thing. What is it? The reason these cultists want to enter the crypt, it's because they think there's a path to the macchiato inside. The macchiato? Do you know what it is? The masters were always secretive, especially towards the end. They rarely spoke of the world outside this place. But when they did, they only spoke of pain. They had already lost so much by the time they summoned me. Their extinction was already guaranteed. Yet, they kept going all the time. All the same. This world, the word, the macchiato, I only heard it once. When things neared the end, it was not clear to me what it was. But when they spoke of it, it was the first time I'd heard them speak with hope. She gives us a keystone fragment. Now, I must return my focus on the Moon's Apparel. Seek me out in the chamber to the southeast if you need my guidance. Go with haste, Ickniel. Good luck. What is this? Touch. It points northeast. It points northeast. It still points northeast. Now we're just gonna have to follow this thing all the way through, aren't we? Alright, go northeast. You don't say. Go northeast. Go east. Continue east. Get our little GPS stone. The fragment shakes and rises out of your hand. It then falls back into your palm, now pointing northeast. Now north. Northwest. Continue northwest. Go south, go south. Don't go to the cockatrices. I don't have a shield for them anyways, though I don't think they're aggressive. Go southeast. Go south. Continue south. Continue south. Is it just gonna bring me back to the chamber? Continue south. Continue southeast. Oh, it might be in that corridor over there. I don't think that was there before. I've done New Moons of Perils enough time that I don't think this was originally here. Oh no, I think it was, but it was unused for anything. South. South. Oh, maybe it is the other room. East. Oh, is it this statue? Do you want this stone? No. East. Is it not this? Because by that, it seems like it's over there. There's just something to interact with here. East. East. Alright, maybe it wants me to go into this room then. Oh no, it seemed like it was pointing over here. Southeast. 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 Oh, let me just go into this room and see where it is. West. Oh! Oh yeah, this was never used earlier. West. West. Pass through. You look through the passage and see that it's blocked. There won't be any way for you to go through. West. West. Help. West. West. Alright, maybe it was in the other room. Alright, let me see what the wiki guy says. Inside, you speak to what's-her-name, head through to each chamber using the keystone to pinpoint the exact tile to resonate. Oh, we have to find an exact tile. East. Oh! I did it, I think, on this tile. Okay, it's like right over here then. It's like right against this wall. Southeast. There it is. The fragment crumbles in your hand, and the dust blows towards a nearby wall, causing a symbol to appear. Where? Ah, symbol. Touch. Teleport. Oh, is this one of the boss fights? Oh no. I think this is the range mage boss fight. This is boss fight number 2, I believe, of 4. Well, look. Who's here? It tells a little lapdog. Call me what you want, but the fun's over. You're not... This is also why I wore tank armor instead. It was actually for this fight. So after this, we could probably go do Moon after. It seemed like the main fight where I'd probably want to have as tankiness as possible. Whereas the other ones having a little bit better strength would probably be a little bit better. Call me what you want, but the fun's over. You're not going anywhere with the keystone. Call her in. Mitzel? Ah, the outsider. I see you survived your encounter with the Nagua. It will take more than that to kill me. Clearly, it's a shame you've chosen to fight against the truth. One of such as yourself would have served us well. Still, no matter. The final dawn will soon be upon us, and it will see us all become equal in servitude to our gods. You two, guide this one to Mictil. Be sure not to underestimate him. Alright, let's get this over with. I believe they have like an enrage face thing, so I'm trying to kill them somewhat at the same time. Alright, now let's kill the major. Alright, easy enough. This is meant for mid-game, by the way. So we are a little over-leveled for some of these fights. But we can still die on them. Alright, those are the 2 tutorial fights done. I think we still have 2 more mega fights we gotta do at some point. With the last one being probably my biggest concern out of all of them. As obviously it's the hardest one, the final boss. As the cultist dies, Atala arrives in the chamber. There, you are, Tassibird. That Nagua told us how to find you. Well, I'm sorry to say you missed the fun. They got away, Atala. I wasn't able to stop them in time. I see. That's not the only bad news, I'm afraid. We searched the whole city, but couldn't find any trace of Teobal. My guess is he's already left to go join those cultists. Meaning they now have everything they need to enter the crypt? Sounds like you should head to Tao Tekken and report to the queen then. Before I go, Atala, I'm guessing we shouldn't expect any help from Camtorum? You know, as well as I do, Tacit, these cultists are fools. There is no world-ending threat here, nor any threats to Camtorum. This is a human problem. It's for humans to deal with. I suspect as much. If it's any consolation, I hope you don't die. I hope so too. I need to keep that hardcore status until after sailing at least. You're one of the few humans that I don't tire of interacting with. Now, I'd better go report to the High Lord. Alright, we good? Alright, let's go and report back then. Repair our armor, go get our moon armor then. Because I think we can get rid of our tank armor now for offensive armor. So let me go repair this, grab our hammer. Grab this, repair it, boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's use the other bank and just tell you there. Let me go replace this out for Blood Moon. It's more fitting too. Blood Moon you actually get from the area as well. And I want it for the extra strength bonus. Final boss also uses a mix of melee, range, and magic, so this will kind of cover both. It's pretty good magic defense. But we mostly need it for 6 extra strength so we get damage pressure a little bit better. Alright, should be good to go. Anything else we need? I think that's it. Alright, put that away. Maybe grab a little bit more food. But I'm probably gonna need different food for some of the other fights. You know what? Let me get, let me see here. Let me get, like, Guthix Rest. Maybe an overheal if we want to do it at the beginning of a fight. So we have, like, a spam clicky, potion. Super Combat, 4 dose. Rejuvenation 3 is more than enough. Let's get going. Alright, where are we going? Go back to town. Oh, it's our lucky day! Oh, we gotta go check our luck today. Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, let's go play Odd One Out real quick. Little mini game. There's still a lot of things in this thing's drop table we care about. Though we do already have Steel Baguette, which is the rarest thing. Or maybe not the rarest thing, but the rarest thing that matters. Let's see, we got that, we got that. We got a ring. What else do we need here? We got a helm. Or like 1 mystery box, please. Ideally with a clue scroll or 2nd Stale Baguette. That is none of those things. You know what? 1 diamond is worth more than the teleport runes. You're going in the bank. Alright, back we go. Anyways, in other news before our distraction. Let's go back to the Queen. Alright, cutscene time? Wait, she isn't here. Oh, wait, wasn't I supposed to meet her at, what's it called? Oops. I spoke to Atala about the, what happened to Old One, Keystone, blah, blah, blah. Escape. The Twilight Emissaries now have all they need to access the Crypt of Tonali. I should head to Tau Tekken in the Telekin Rainforest and report this to the Queen. Tau Tekken? Where is this? The Crypt? Talia Rainforest. Where's this Tau Tekken area? It's just right there. It's not marked on the map. Oh, no, it's over there. It's over there. Which I mean Quetzal would be the best way to get there. Also, be back in 1 second. Let me make a quick bathroom break. But then we'll go teleport over there and go see what she wants. We're back. Alright, where are we? So we need to go somewhere in Tau Tekken, probably by the temple. Alright, where are we? Where is she? Servius Token of Ralos? Is this who we need to talk to? I thought we were talking to the Queen. Tacit, Think, Rowless, you're here. What is it? The crypt of Tenali is under attack. The queen has already gone to help. You should go yourself at once. I'll head there right away. The crypt is impossible to miss. It's beneath the large temple southeast of here. Go, my child. Go with the strength of Rowless. I believe this is the tower defense section. I'm not sure if this gear is good enough for it, but we should be fine. Our stats should probably carry us. If we were lower stats, we'd probably want to go a little bit of a different setup. But we are so overstated that this should be fine as is. Yeah, they're all in war. I believe in here is the tower defense we gotta play. I don't think it's really a risk of dying, but you can fail it. But failing it doesn't kill you. Hold the line! We must not let them get those doors! Adventurer! About time you showed up. Hold them back. If we let too many defenders fall, nothing will stop those cultists getting through. Yeah, I didn't really bother looking up much with this fight, because it seemed pretty easy. It's more so just a kill everything test. We just have to defend a bunch of waves of them. Try to keep everyone alive if we can. So far, this seems to be going pretty good. I'm not sure how many waves there are. Also, if one person dies, does that count as a death? Because I need him to, like, pull him over. Is there any way I can, like, call him? Because that guy's about to die, and there's not much I can do about it. Not sure if there's any way I can heal him. Come on, get to the back. Stop trying to die. Major, get off him. I'm not sure if it fails if a single one goes down or not. That guy's at a really sketchy HP if so, though. But this might have been the final wave. Because nothing else seems to be spawning. So we barely made it then if one of them going down cancels it. Watch out! More are coming! Do not let them through! It's time! Mother! Get him to safety. Ensure he's unharmed. Now, let's get after them. Up, third boss fight. Which is the one that isn't the final one, but the one before the final. She's gone, Aeneas! Don't you see? We've been abandoned! She would not abandon us! We are her gods! Gods? My dear brother, how are you this much of a fool? Don't tell me that you deny our destiny. After all that we've done, you now decide that you don't believe? Now, Aeneas, I never believed. Then what was it all for? Probably for this boss fight right now. Yes, Furia. What was it for? You betrayed your people. You betrayed your queen. Why? Why? Because it was you who betrayed your people. You destroyed everything we stood for when you decided to open our kingdom. You are not worthy of the throne. So Metzli promised the throne to you instead? Is that it? Seemed like that's what's going on so far. You lied to me, Furia. I was creating a future for us, brother. And now that future is at an end. Come quietly. Metzli has abandoned you. You have nowhere left to run. So you shall fight. So you can parade us in front of the people before you put us out of our misery? No, this ends here. Aeneas. So be it. Kill them both. I keep forgetting I have the sword. I keep not using it. So I probably should have saved it for his phase shift, because I believe he has like a revive at the end. He gets into phase 2 shenanigans. Phase 2 shenanigans. Not easy enough? Yeah, we're a little over-leveled for this quest. Just a little. Starting to become slightly noticeable. This is a Master quest instead of Grandmaster, after all. Such a waste. What happened to Furia? Forgive me, my queen. She was injured, but she managed to escape down into the caverns. And Metzl's still down there as well. This isn't over yet. My queen. It's what are you doing here? Why aren't you resting? I heard Metzli got away. I'm here to help. Absolutely not. Mother, this is my burden to bear. Let me finish this. We're only just got you back, and you want me to send you after her? You were going to go yourself, even though they need you up here. Why you and not me? That's... Tacit, keep my fool of a son alive, would you? I'll do my best. Go, and both of you, before I change my mind. Thank you, my queen. Ishla, Tacit, be careful down there. May the sun light your way. I believe this is the really annoying puzzle portion. Alright, where are we going and why are we going there? Oh, moss giants are down here. Oh, I can't see the cavern. We're gonna need to farm these at some point, probably off stream though. It's like a 1 in 512 to get their weapon. That's a later issue. Some more of these salamanders if you want another spot to do them. Moss giants, so probably not worth killing here. Anything really worth killing are the new Earthborn, Earthern Naguas. There's some rock crabs here. Oh wait, I can't get through. Wait, I hit a dead end. Okay, I went the wrong way. I think. Let me try going over here. Some normal skeletons. Some more moss giants. I'm still not sure where we're trying to get to. As long as we're getting deeper. What level is this crab? 137 giant rock crab. Not really needed with the new crab boss out now. Okay, I think we're heading the right way. We're getting deeper, so hopefully that's correct. Climb rope. Is this it? Aha, okay, inspect. This was that strange platform we saw earlier that people were at. You touch the platform and it seems to activate. It appears to be a lift to the surface. Take it? No. Hopefully it just activated it for later. There seems to be some sort of force keeping it shut. Okay, so we need to go obtain some kind of key then. What does the thing say? No, not the showdown. Next wave starts. After the last wave, the cultists are slain. No, I already did that. Anubis will both protect from me. Okay, I already did that boss fight. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, that's not it. Upon reaching 0 health for a second time, Inuus will die. We did that. Its soul will appear in his combat gear. Blah, blah, blah. A Earth Nagua will appear, prompting Isla to stay behind. Blah, blah, blah. Make your way across the agility shortcuts to the portals. I'm already there. To reach the other end, I'm already there. Of the chamber, where Itza will have caught up to you. Are you sure about that? Maybe I need to go slightly deeper. Oh, yeah, here's the puzzle thingy. Yep, there. Okay. Now let's figure out how on earth this puzzle works. Well, I tried avoiding most spoilers for stuff with it, while still checking all the combat. I did notice that people struggled with this one by far the most. Whatever this puzzle is. The only thing I know is that this is 1 and this is 8. Because it's doing some kind of dial thingy. Okay, so right reflects off the statue, revealing some words engraved upon it. Uea Nai Matki. Okay, let me write this down. Because I believe we need to get him to translate it. Because there's no way anyone would have remembered what these mean from some book randomly ages ago. Okay. Translate. I need you to translate to me what UI means. That means 8. Okay, 8. I need you to do another word. Specifically Noi. It means 4. And now I need you to translate another word. Mac T. That means 10. So what do we do with this info? Talk to. Can you believe this place was down here all this time? We had no idea. You never knew all this was right beneath one of your holy sites? Well, sort of, I suppose. We always knew the crypt was originally built by the old ones, but we had no idea how far all of this stretched. It's not like anyone was ever allowed to come down here and check. Anyway, there hasn't been any sign of the Metzli or Fiore, but they must have come this way. I wonder if this room might play a role in finding a way forward. Any ideas what to do? Well, that statue in the middle looks important, as do these altars around the edges. The layout of the room seems quite specific as well. It's almost like a compass, or maybe even a clock. A clock? But there's only 8 points. True, but maybe the old ones used a different kind of clock to us. Can we translate? Can you go to an altar for me? So we have 8, 4, and 10. Can you translate something for me? I already did all the translation. Inspect the stun statue. The light reflects off the statue, revealing some words engraved on it, which say 8, 4, and 10. But it says 4-10. What happens if I have him translate both of them together? Just says one big word. I'm not sure on that one. Okay, so he doesn't understand when it's one big word. And there's a bunch of urns, which give us like some kind of thing to cast. A Kuhu essence. Do they all give a Kuhu essence? I'm not sure how many we need. Let me just grab a bunch. So it said it's like a compass. So it's definitely going to go around. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 then. So this is an 8. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. And then what would 10 be? 8, 9, 10. What do we do with that info though? So we need this one, and this one. So let me go put you on one of them. Go, south. Like, can I stand here and imbue this? No. Alright, this one's pointing over here. Does this, like, rotate around? Because this one's already pointing at 8. So maybe I have to do it at 4 or at 10. And it should be 10. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because that one's pointing at 8 already. That was not correct. What does it say now? Is it the same thing? What if I do it just here then? Okay. So what was the 10 for then? I'm confused why 10 was one of them then. Oma... Chalky... Makti. Alright, translate. I need an Oma. Oma is 2. Alright, so that'd be that one to the east. Translate another word, yes. I need chalky. Chalky. Chalky is 6. That would be, what is that? That would be west. And Matki is 10 again. Why does it keep doing Matki? I guess that word just doesn't matter. Maybe it's just an extra word for no reason. So I'm gonna have you go to west, and I'll go to the other one. What am I doing? I need you to go to 6. Let me just count it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's west. Just making sure. Go west. And then I should have to do this one then, which is 2. 1, 2. Good. Okay, now what is it? We got Koma and Koli. Okay, apparently the Mach T doesn't matter. It says Mach T every time. Maybe it just means how much XP I get, because we keep getting 10 XP. Koma and Kuli. Haven't seen either of these before. So by process of elimination, we could kind of guess, but we have the translator, so might as well use it. Koma. Koma is 7, which should be that one. And Kuli is, what? Kuli is 5. So I'll put you... I've always put you in the second one. I'm not sure if that matters, but I'll keep doing it just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means you need to go southwest. Move southwest. Southwest. And I needed, what, 7? So that should be right here. There we go. What now? Is the statue just activated? Alright. Let's go do the other puzzle then. Alright, how does this work? Can't move here. Talk to. Ah, the teleporter seems to have separated us. What now? Well, I might be able to use, or I might be able to be of use from here. These look like pressure plates. I might be able to use them to help you in some way. Any idea what some way might be? I'm not really sure. Those braziers around the room look like they could be important though. Alright. I'll see if I can work something out. Alright, these braziers? Brazier. What does it mean by these braziers? Move. Oh, I can actually move it directly. Well, that's kind of cool. So we can kind of like move it back and forth. It's almost like sailing where you can move like two things at once. I wonder if they use some of the tech from sailing to make that work. That's kind of cool. Pull roots. You pull some roots. Search tools. I got a knife blade. Can't do anything with the hammer? Alright, well, go back. Let's grab one of everything then. Or however much I have inventory for. Alright, so there's nothing here other than the root. Alright, go back. Have another tool. Is there anything else here? Okay, so you only need one knife. And we got another root. Not sure how many we need. I almost grabbed all of them at this point. It's a dead root. That's a good root. Okay, let me go get the other root. Yeah, there's one more root over there. I gotta give up some of our food. Oh no. I have to restock before the fight. Oh, we'll be fine. No, I probably should restock though. I don't want to eat my overheal food though. I don't know, I wish I could drop something here. Nothing's worth dropping. Let's eat that, I guess. So I don't need the tool. Because you only seem to need one knife. Let me go grab the final root then. So what do I do with these roots? Examine. Oh, I can fletch. Wait. What is this? Root kindling. Oh, I didn't need to eat that one food then. Oh no. Okay, I got root kindling. Do I just use that on the brazier then? Use on brazier. Nothing happens. Okay, the roots respawn. Interesting. So I might need a lot of this. Search tool. Let's have to look at the braziers. Do we just have to count them? 1. Does it change? 1 again. Alright, so it's only 1 then. It's just 1 and then it's 1 again. Does that mean it's 2 or 1? Examine. Inspect. There looks to be a small amount of burnt kindling around the statue. How much kindling do you want to place in the statue? Anywhere from 1 to 24. It's either 1 or 2. I'm not sure if you have to add them all up or if it's just saying that it's 1. But the fact that it's such a big number makes me assume you have to add them. Potentially multiple times over. Not sure if it is like multiple different waves later. Alright, 2 is correct. Okay, so we just add up the total number of flames then. Is that it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wait, is there like a middle state? No. So that's just 5 then, right? 5. Oh, the total number is how many kindling I have. Oh, I thought it was like, oh, it's within this number range. That's what you need the kindling for. Oh, because we went from 24 to 22. I didn't notice that till now. Oh, that's funny. All right, what is it now? 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So that should be 6. Oh, we grabbed way too many. All right, there we go. All right, can we move forward now? I should probably re-gear before we do the final fight, though. If we're at that point. Because I think we're almost at that point. It was somewhere soon after you go through this door. And we're about to go through that door. Do we step on here? How does this work? Talk to. Hopefully, whatever we did with those statues, we'll have unlocked this door. Shall we see if we can get it open? Open. Hopefully, whatever we did to those statues have unlocked the door. Shall we see if we can get it open? What do you think we'll find on the other side? If all goes well, we find Metzel and Ferre, and we show them the error of their ways. No doubt, they won't be willing to hear reason. So I suspect it will get a touch violent in the process. But, oh, is he trying to tell me that this is about to be a boss fight? He's like, go get geared right now if I need to. But then, once you're done, maybe you can go and have a nice drink somewhere. I know I need one. A drink? That sounds nice. It's just... what is it? Nagua. I keep thinking about what she said about the macchiato being an archive. What does that mean? Could this place be what she was referring to? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, shall we? Oh, please tell me this doesn't bring me straight to a fight. When you're ready. Does it give me the option to retreat? No, it is forcing me in. Panic telly, panic telly, panic telly. Let's see. They can't be too far ahead now. Let's find them. Okay, this is boss room. If I've ever seen a boss room be a boss room. Let me go teleport real quick. I'll be right back. Keep standing in your boss room. That room has such boss room energy. We'll go and get rid of all this. I need that to get back. I technically don't need teleports. I just need the amulet. I'll have some backup over heal. One of them I could even do now if I really want to. Alright, let's prepare the rest of our inventory of not die buttons. I need all the not die buttons. First, let me go put this in the house. Because I don't think we need it for the rest of this quest. I think we just need it for the infiltration. And then we'll go establish the rest of our not die buttons. Alright, I don't need you. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's go get the rest of our not die button. That should be more than enough. Replace this for numeral super combat. Do I need anything else here? Not really. If we had a special attack potion, we could. I don't think I really need anything else for the other slot. Maybe if I run out of stamina, just in case. Highly doubt it, but you never know. And then I'm just gonna go like a billion Gothic dress. We good? Anything else we feel like we need? Alright, we should be good. Anything else? Let's see, do you do any kind of weird effects? Let me go grab, oh no, anti-fire, anti-poison. Alright, anything else? Pre-pot the regen? I know, I think we're good to go. This seems pretty solid. Alright, where are we going? Kasturi. So we actually saw this earlier when we were exploring the first day. We saw a bunch of people in Max going down to this little circle thing. And now we should be able to go join them. There should be like a circle. Yep, there it is. Aha. Yeah, this was just a hole earlier when we were first exploring. Because I believe the really big boss is deeper into the mine, past where the boss room is. Alright, let's go do it! Final boss of the quest. Oh, yeah, I believe she also only uses magic in range. So let me be ready on that. Alright, do your spiel. The final boss of the final dawn. This ends here, Mitzel. No running away. Running? What do you think I'm running from? After all this time, I'm finally right where I need to be. And where's that exactly? Another old one rune? That's all this place is. There's no center of the world here. Face it, Metzli, you failed. Your final dawn has failed. The final dawn? Don't you see? There never was a final dawn. There never will be a final dawn. You lied to the emissaries? Why? Why? Quite simply, because they let me. You're mad. Mad? Of course I'm mad. So many see madness as a weakness, as a burden. but to do what I do, to seek what I seek. Insanity is the only way one can ever walk that path. The people of this land, their lives are built upon the truths presented to them. Rallus, renewal. They put their faith in the gods they are told to believe in. From their first cries to their dying breaths, every choice they make is built upon those foundations. Foundations that have become so ingrained that no sane person would ever question them. You have some, like the emissaries, who dance on the edge of madness, but never leap into its embrace. It was never truth that they sought. They just took comfort in someone telling them what they wanted to hear. And so it falls to me. We stand here in the Macchiato, the last archive of the old ones. When their doom befell them, they did not pray, they preserved. They housed their collective knowledge, their collective power, right here. For years, it sat waiting. Waiting for a worthy inheritor. Waiting for me. Here today, I will shatter the foundations that the sane never question. I will uncover the realities they shy away from, and in my madness, I will finally deliver that which the world has forgotten. Today, I will be the one to finally find the truth. I know she's starting with range. Time to finish this. Range, 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 range. All right, let it begin. We got some Dragon Slayer 2 practice. Luckily, these waves don't do anything near one-shotting you. But they do hurt. I'll wait. I'll waste a billion ticks. That's fine. I somehow still ran into it. Wonderful. This old teleport mechanic. Oh. So once again, I keep forgetting I have any spec weapon at all. Oh, that was pretty chill. That was a lot easier than I was anticipating it to be. Okay, max stats might be a little broken on the mid-game quest. It did say master though. I don't know, some masters have been more challenging. I think the most challenging master quest was probably Sins of the Father. Because I wasn't Grandmaster, I was only Master. Is he hit for like a 50-something and then followed up with like a 20-something? So it almost one-shot us. But it's over, Metzli. Surrender, but that fight was way easier than I was expecting. Never! I fought too hard for this. Look around, Metzli. This place is empty. Whatever truth you're looking for, it's clearly not here. No, I won't let you stop me now. Oh, she's about to go into the Doom of Matalato room. She's injured. She won't be going far. Let's go after her. Also, I will look at the boss. Actually, can we look at the boss in game right now? Let me see. We're not going to do the boss, but we will look at it. Let's see. Combat tasks. Where is it? The Doom of Macalato. Doom of Macalato, Doom of Macalato. There it is. But yeah, this is what the thing in the upcoming cave looks like. The Doom of Macalato is found deep beneath the crypt of the Tenali in Varlamore. Attacks the house, everything. Immune to venom. Difficulty. Or, it doesn't say anything for difficulty other than you have to do Final Dawn. It's one of the harder bosses in the game though, and they just added it yesterday. But it's like basically a praying mantis that has like a big doom shield as a thing. And it keeps delving deeper and deeper and getting stronger and stronger as it does so. And it does have a one-shot mechanic, so we're never touching it. I believe it's in this chamber right here after this quest. But first she has to realize there's nothing here. Except a Dumamokalotl that's hiding behind the ground. Under the ground. There's nothing here! Of course there's nothing here, Metzl. Well, what were you expecting? Did you think Raulos himself was going to pop out and share the secrets of the world with you? But the old ones! This was their archive! Their gift! And yet it's empty. Perhaps this gift was never meant for us. Or maybe it never existed at all. Either way, there's no truth to be found here. Looks like we'll just have to keep making our own. Metzli, you traitor! Furia, it's over. Over? No! Now it's over. Well, I suppose that's that then. What do we do now? Also, all that and she gets taken out by a rune knife. Like 3-4 quest lines in, everything we've been through, the entire boss fight, and the thing that kills her is like a basic range weapon. We made her take Furia here to my mother. She'll be the one who decides what happens to her. Furia, come with us, and don't even think about trying anything. Are you coming, Tacit? You go on ahead. I want to take a look around first. I'll catch up with you. Fair enough. Don't take too long. Oh, does he want to go back in there? Ooh. I wonder what these statues mean. You go to return to the chamber where you found Metzli, but you hear a horrifying screeching sound coming from within. You decide it's probably best to remain here. Hey, our character knows. But yeah, that's the Dumamokalotl in there. This big insectoid thing with one-shot capability. What does it want me to do? Statues? Inspect statue. The statue has a single word engraved upon it. Raulos. And this one must have the other one then. This statue has a single word engraved upon it. Ranul. Is there anything else? Search skeleton. You search skeleton, find a tablet. Read the tablet. Barrett, I don't even really know how to write this. Macchiato has fallen. We awoke something deep beneath the archive. Oh, the Dumamokalotl. Now everything is lost. The Kuhu gave their lives for us. They brought us the time needed to escape the lower levels. I wish I'd visited you, but the work was so important. I guess now I'll never get the chance. The Macchiato may be gone, but we have to make sure something remains. Their last act was one of sacrifice. We have to honor them. We have to remember them. Maria. Having discovered all you can in the ruins, you return to the crypt. Ah, there you are, Tacit. So it's done? It's done. Metzli is dead. This one here is all that remains. Take her to the capital. Find a nice cell for her where she can await her fate. If I may, Mother, Metzli and Nurius are already dead. The emissaries are now without leaders and are unlikely to be much of a threat. But there are still many out there who supported them. As far as they're concerned, we've already made 2 martyrs today. It might be prudent, but for us to... I read that wrong. It might be prudent for us to keep Furia alive. There we go. I see. Tacit. Yes, my queen? My son is showing a remarkable amount of restraint and foresight. The cultists didn't replace him with an imposter, did they? No. I think it's definitely him. then consider me impressed. We might make a king out of you one yet. Thank you, my queen. Now, I must return to the capital. I need to see the arrangements around a new Tioken. Tacit, Itzli. Well done. The Timova for now, and may the sun light your way. The queen and Viba depart to Four Fortis, taking Furia with them. The queen and Vibia depart to Fortis. I read that. Well, that was quite the adventure. Yes, nice of you to show up right at the end. Trust you to skip all the hard work. Tomato, I was working very hard. Thank you very much. I was considering conducting essential research on our enemy from the last place they'd expect. Is that so? Well, I'm sure you made many useful discoveries. Indeed, I did, in Kami. Speaking of which, did you discover anything of note down in the ruins? Yes, one of the harder bosses in the game, probably top 10, maybe top 5. Yes, and no. It seems Metzli was right in a way. The Macchiato was meant to be an old one archive. Thing is, they never finished it. Something killed the ones working on it while it was still being built. Interesting. All this time, we've thought of the Macchiato as the center of the world, and yet it was something else entirely. Makes you wonder what else is that we don't know. Still, I guess it doesn't really matter. Metzli fooled herself into thinking that she could find all the answers, yet the beauty of this world is that we are free to look upon it as we desire. But enough about Metzli. I have something far more important to talk about. What is that? While I know you, of course, needed no convincing to put your life on at risk to rescue me, it feels only right to show my thanks by giving you a little something. Ah, but I see you don't have the space for it right now. Come back when you do. Nestle, Tacit, as I was saying, it feels only right for me to show you my thanks to you by giving you a little something. Itzli holds out his sword. This blade once belonged to my grandfather, but I believe its path now lies with you. But Itzla, that's your sword. We've been through 4 quest lines together. And I can't think of anyone more deserving to wield it. Now, I'd best return to the palace. Timuva, my friend, and may the sun light your way. And that is the quest. You're awarded 3 quest points. The Blade, which I think is like a mid-game Dragon Scimitar, except with a lot more lore behind it. And also has a special attack that's actually not bad for mid-game. Beyond that, we also get a 55k XP lamp, which I believe can be used on prayer, which is the only thing you will ever use it on. It might as well be a 55k prayer reward. 55k thieving, 25k fletching, and 25k rune. That's a lot of rune crafting. And there we go. Alright, should we go look at the Duma Macchiato? I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Especially in this gear. This is not the proper gear. I really shouldn't, but I am so tempted. Just to look at it. Like, enter the boss room and say hi. Very briefly. Before I do though, let's go use this special attack weapon. It's pretty weak for where we are at the game. However, I want to go find something to go poke with it real quick. I want to see what the special looks like. Imp. You've met your doom. Get back here, Imp. Want to see what the special attack looks like. There we go. Oh, it has a burn effect. Yeah, specifically what it does. Flames of Ralos. Perform a devastating blow to your enemy with 50% increased accuracy and damage. If your attack successfully hits the target, will be burned for 10 damage over 24 seconds. Yeah, not bad for mid-game. It's basically alternative Dragon Scimitar as far as where its stats are and everything. Basically with a better spec for PVM compared to the Dragon Scimitar that has mostly a spec for PvP. Yeah, not bad. Gets the job done. And normally you'd wear it with a defender and everything. Alright, there we go. Quest completed. That does give us access to 2 things from doing that. Well, aside from this weapon. It gives us access to the crypt. so I can go farm those Naguas for the blade. Well, we're going to do that off stream like we did for the antler thing. And then the other thing it gives is the Doom boss. Which I am so tempted to try doing wave 1 on. I'm just so concerned that its mechanic can one-shot you. Let me double check the wiki. Because wiki earlier said phase 1 had 121 damage. But a couple clips I saw it only doing about 80-ish damage. Oh, also, I believe there's like a teleport thing that makes you go quicker here. Yeah, you put like a teleport stone down. Like right around here or so. Place. Yeah, you can place like a stone here and then place it over here to get here quicker. In case we ever decide we want to kill the hardcore. Here's everyone in endgame doing the boss. Oh, he just placed it there. Wait. He has one tile tech on us. No, that's about it. Alright, there we go. But yeah, the main thing here are those little earthbound thingies. Oh yeah, there's also some tiers here I think we can go and mine. Or woodcut for. I don't have an axe on me though. Wow! Are they popular? Those things must be worth a ton. Look how many people are woodcutting these things. There's like 20 people in this world woodcutting them. Does it count as a collection log slot? Let me go get an axe real quick. And then maybe we'll look at the boss. Maybe. Alright, let me get rid of all this. I'll put this in the useless spec weapons we're never going to need again. Let me go repair my blood. Get that, get a hammer, get an axe. Let's see, crystal axe. That should be fine without me using the other thing. Is that it? Wield that. Do a quick birdhouse run. Birdhouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom. Oh yeah, and I need an, whatever that thing is called. The Atolo thingy. Because that'll be our way to get back. Alright, let me go repair this. Let me go do a birdhouse real quick. And maybe we'll go check the boss. Maybe. Maybe. I really shouldn't, though. I would if it wasn't for the fact of... It probably has a one-shot mechanic that has as early as wave 1. And I'm pretty sure there is nothing good to get loot-wise from just doing like wave 1, 2, or 3 of it. It's like an 8-phase thing that keeps getting stronger and stronger the deeper you go. And I'm pretty sure if you don't go to at least wave 3 or 4, it's like completely pointless to bother killing at all. And going that deep would be very, very, very exceedingly lethal. Also, to put it in perspective, 0 hardcores currently have a single kill on it. Or at least not enough kills to show up on leaderboard. So no hardcore has killed it more than 5 times. It is that risky. Though a kill is considered going all the way through, not just like the earlier phases. But so far 0 people have killed it. Safely. Oh, clue score, nice. Medium. I feel like I've been getting so much more mediums than easies ever since these clue stacking thing. Not sure if I mentioned it during any of these points, but yeah, clue stacking came in like a couple months ago. It is so useful. Alright, let me go bank all this junk and then we'll go teleport over and see what this new wood cutting is like. Might be a free collection log slot. And then maybe I'll go fight a little bit of the other guys. I believe they're weak to crush. So that actually means I should probably wear Blood Moon then, even though I just repaired it. I should go wear a full Blood Moon. Let's see. Let me go get full Blood Moon out. Because they start slightly not weak to crush, but then become weak to crush. It's kind of weird. But they become weak to crush quick enough that we're just going to run crush on them. So let me go get like a good crush setup for them real quick afterwards. After we get a couple tiers from them. Get like a Berserker Ring. I'm not going to like farm them right now, but I'll kill a few just to kind of see. I need an Ecto thing because they give free Prairie XP. What else do we need? Probably a rune pouch so I can go hold it all. Why do I not have Blood Moon Helm? I need Primordial. I need everything else. What do we need? I need not you. I need you. You don't need that anymore. Alright, that's all of our gear. I guess there's a combat pot. Maybe we'll stay there for a little while. We'll see. One singular combat pot should do. Enough prayer to not run out. Not sure if they hit you through prayer, but a little bit of food, I guess. What else do I need? Is that it? I guess a rune pouch because they probably drop stuff that goes in it. And I think that is everything we need. Alright, let's go head over there. Not for the boss, but for what we're about to go do. I just want to go poke a couple tiers and kill like a few of the Earthbound Nagawas in there. And maybe we'll peek at the boss. I don't know, it just seems impractical, especially with the full drop table of it not currently known. Let me go check what the wiki currently says on it. What does the wiki say about this thing? The Duma Macchiato. Max hit in phase 1. 121. Yeah, I'm never killing that thing. Unless the wiki is wrong. It says phase 1 has a 121 damaging attack. I am never fighting that thing. I would sooner go kill Vorkaf for the pet than I would kill this thing. Hey, how good is this for, Oh, I forgot to bring a Celestial Ring. I'm gonna waste a couple of my charges, but that's fine. Okay, there's a lot of people mining this right now. Right, apparently it has a chance of giving you normal logs, too. I did not get a collection log slot from getting a Doom tier. Interesting. Maybe I just drop them on the ground then, so they don't take up inventory. Because I have a feeling I'm not gonna need Doom tiers for a very, very, very long time. It's basically used to charge the new weapon, as well as to make all the new equipment. But if we're not even stepping foot in there, then we never need to worry about that. Yeah, interesting that you can get some logs from this. You can fill that up in your log basket and get that as an alternative way of getting logs. This is like a new AFK method of getting normal logs then. It's very slow, but, you know, it still does it. Interesting. But yeah, it's mostly for the demon tiers. These things are probably selling for like thousands each, which is probably why everyone's woodcutting these things. There's probably like 5 mil an hour just woodcutting this tree. I'll get one more. Interesting. Alright, where are those little earthbound thingies? I want to kill the earthbound thingies. I guess they were in the previous region. I want to kill a few. Off stream, I'll kill enough to go get the collection log, but it's like a 1 in 512, so we're definitely not farming that right now. That would take way too long. We'd be here for hours killing them. But yeah, that's basically everything with Varlamore Part 3 then. Only last two things is the thing we're about to go kill right now. And, the Doom, which is way too strong for us to bother with. At least at the moment. Maybe one day. When we don't care about our hardcore living anymore. But until that day. So why is there a tile marked there in the middle of nowhere? That was weird. Alright, where are the Earthbound Nagawa thingies? We saw a billion of them earlier. There they are. And then they become weak to crush. I think they're initially weak to stab, but then once they get their armor on, they're weak to crush. Alright, coal, not bad. Noted coal. Level 128. The main thing they drop are the weapon they're holding. It's about like a 1 in 512, a 1 in 600, somewhere around there. So I could probably just kill them all with auto retaliate on. I didn't bring a spec weapon. Oh, they just drop outright bone shards. Yeah, let me disable auto telly. Oh, that sounds like a bad idea. We'll just keep clicking. It's fine. Just here to kill a few. I say as I might farm these right now. No. I just want to see what more their drop table is. But he seems to die pretty quick. Even quicker than some of the other Nagawas, it feels like. I feel like they're less tanky. But yeah, so far we've gotten coal, clay, prayer XP. They also drop prayer XP every time you kill one. Apparently 32 it looks like. Oh, adamant ore. That's not bad. Only one. That's more than 0. Chaos runes. Earth Talisman, that's useless. Yeah, whenever they put on their armor like that, they become weak to crush. I think in phase 1 they're not, or if you even call that phase 1, but you know. At the start of the fight, they're like really weak to stab. So technically the way to do it would be use a stab weapon right at the beginning, and then switch to a crush weapon. However, they kind of switch so quickly that you kind of just use crush the whole time. Especially with how accurate you are at 99 attack. Yeah, those are the two other main rewards from doing this quest. You get to fight these, and you get to fight the Duma Makalotl, which is the main thing most people are fighting. I wish I could. I just really wish he didn't have a one-shot mechanic that early on. There's one thing they actually did pretty well about Desert Treasure 2, something I still haven't gotten around to either. Which maybe that'll be one of our next goals soon. I kind of want to wait till after 99 Sailing. But after 99 Sailing, I want to go finish all quests. With the main two being Dragon Slayer 2 and Desert Treasure 2 are the two we don't have done. Also the mini quest of the Wilderness one, but we're ignoring that for probably forever. Until the account's dead. Major Arena 2? No thank you. But Dragon Slayer 2 and Desert Treasure 2 we do need to get around to. Both of which I already have started because of clue steps and other things. I'm far more scared of Dragon Slayer 2 because of one-shot mechanics. Desert Treasure 2 should actually not be that bad. The only problem with both of them is they're both partially started, so if we were to read the whole storyline, it'd be kind of weird because they're both already like 1/5 the way completed. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about that whenever we do end up streaming them, if we even stream them. Because they're both 1/5 completed currently, which would be kind of weird if we did like a questline reading for. Because Dragon Slayer 2 I had to start for an elite clue. And Desert Treasure 2 I had to start for the Scar Essence Mine, which basically deleted the rune crafting skill from the game. I don't have prayer up, I should probably do that. That's probably important for not dying. Probably. Yeah, overall their drop table seems kind of average. Out of all three of these, it still seems like it'd be best to go for the ones that drop the Slash Blade. Not because of the Slash Blade, but because you get free combat potions and prayer potions there. So you don't have to use any supplies whatsoever. So it seems like the most desirable one if you were to kill one of these three Naguas. Well, you would still kill all three in order to go get their one drop. And unlike the other one that had a Frost boss that you could kill instead, this has no alternative. Like, you have to kill these if you want to get their one drop thingy. There's not like an alternative unit we can go for to achieve similar. How many kills have we done so far? We've done 19 so far. Okay, so they go down pretty quick. I've killed like 19 in 5 minutes. And I wasn't even praying some of that time. So that means, how many is that an hour? What's 12 times 20? That's 10, 40... That's what, 240? Did I do math wrong? Somewhere around 240. Which means you'd only have to kill these for like 3 hours to get the drop. I'm still not going to do that right now. This still seems like a while though. That would like double the stream time. I'm trying to think of what else we could go do though. Relate to the new region. I guess we could try doing that one puzzle, but I would have to reference something just to cheat sheet off of it. Because I can't tell with the shades of white and everything what the differences are between them. But we could try doing that. That would take like a good 5-10 minutes just finishing out the Humpty Dumpty quest. They'll probably make one less pun at the end. As the entire quest has so far. They just can't help themselves to do it one last time, probably. As the current tally is at least like 12 on Humpty Dumpty jokes during that quest. I think the best one was all the king's horses and all the king's men when we had to talk to King during the quest. That one was funny. Because most of that quest was just helping the 3 men. The other one was when, that's kind of a spoiler though for any of you who didn't see it. But what happens with the triple eggs is really funny. Like, you can see it from a mile away, but it doesn't make it any less funny. Like, almost everything in that quest was pretty predictable with the way that it was going. By like the first few lines. But it doesn't make it any less funny. Honestly, I like that more than the frog one that they added. Because that was another humorous quest that they did with Varlamore. It ended up working out pretty well. But the Humpty Dumpty one was way better. Which is that puzzle was a nightmare and a half to go do. But I guess once we run out of potions here, we'll go do that real quick. Go finish the puzzle and just use some kind of reference so we don't have to deal with the gray shading of it all. It's so hard to figure out what shade of white it wants. And they're all so close together. Who knows, maybe we'll get completely lucky on this weapon too. Because 80 kills is like, what, 1/6 the drop rate? Not that bad. They die pretty quick. I wonder why these blades are like slightly rarer on them. I feel like these die quicker than any of the other Nagua. Let me go check their drop table. Earthen Nagua. Let me go check. Earthen Nagua. No, not Earth Warrior. Earthen. Oh, it's Earthen Nagua. Earthen Nagua. Earth runes, chaos runes, nature runes, death runes. We already got them all. Iron, coal, gold, and adamant ore. I just didn't get the gold yet. Oh, they drop earth orbs. Nice. An earth orb. They drop earth orb, soft clay, bless shards, and earth talisman. We've already seen all those, with the earth orb just coming in there. They have a decently common gem drop table, but not crazy so. They have a chance for hard clues. Presumably 128 if it's like the other ones. Which isn't that bad, given that they die a little bit quicker if it actually is the same rate. And it says about a 1 in 600 for the weapon. All the other ones, I think we're closer to 1 in 512, but these do seem like they die a little quicker. They also don't seem to have any kind of annoying extra mechanic. They just kind of put on their armor. The other ones kind of like drain your prayer and do a few other things like that. But they seem to just chill and put on armor that make them weaker, oddly enough, ironically. Let's see, what is it specifically doing? The Earthen Nagua have a special at 60% health, where they shift their defenses to the following. Where they get basically no crush defense. But they get a lot more tanky to like stab, ironically, even though they drop a stab weapon. But initially they start really weak to stab, but not so much so that it's better to just camp crush the whole time. But technically our first hit or two you would want to stab them. But that takes too much effort to stab them for the first hit or two. So you just crush them the whole time. Yeah, pretty basic drop table that you would just do until you get the Earthbound Tamacles. The one thing I'm slightly disappointed with the overall of Varlamore is we got these three weapons. The stabby weapon from these, the dual attack stabby weapon, the dual attack slash, and the dual attack crush. How on earth did we not get something to combine the three into a good weapon? Because all three of those weapons individually, you're pretty much never going to use beyond like early game. How is there not something in Varlamore that combines all three of them into one mega double hitting weapon that's like even better than dual Macalado or something? With like some kind of special attack or something. So it can at least be used as a spec weapon if nothing else. Like a 4-hitting spec weapon, almost like claws or something. I don't know why they didn't do that, but they really should have. Still not too late. But the fact that you can't combine the three double hitty weapons into a mega double hitty weapon with some kind of special attack would have been so nice. But overall, I have really enjoyed everything that came with Varlamore. My favorite part of part 1 being the Moons of Peril, as well as them basically re-releasing Hunter, was amazing. Favorite part in part 2 was definitely the big dragon. The dragon bird thing, the Huiquatl. The Herblore minigame in Aldrain was also my favorite, which is by far like my favorite like island or area just in general in existence in this game. It's just the entirety of Aldrain. It's just so chill. That's definitely the best thing that came in Chapter 2. This minigame and just the entirety of Aldrain. Really, really solid place. Beyond that, Part 3... I don't know, what's my favorite part of Part 3 so far? I think it has to be easily the Fletching minigame. So I do feel like Part 3 was a little bit low on content compared to the other ones. Because a lot of the content is like just repeating killing that Duma Macalado boss that's behind that door that we were looking at earlier. Where we were doing the tiers there. Because beyond that, honestly, the only thing I, aside from like the nice scenery, doing everything once, the only two things I really cared about, though these farming patches are nice too, were the AFK crab, which I did utilize some last night. It is so chill, especially on mobile. One click every 10 minutes, so nice. But by far, best thing in Chapter 3, the Fletching minigame. It's not even close. Like 500k or so Fletching XP per hour. 300 to 350k or so from the activity itself. The rest is from normal Fletching. While getting a ton of good loot. Like, we're already maxed, and even once I get the rest of my spools, which I have 3 out of 6, but even once I have all 6 of them, I feel like I would still do that minigame. It's just so chill. The loot is actually good. Particularly the arrows. Even if it dropped nothing else, the arrows are amazing. But it drops clue scrolls, it drops those nests. Combine that with like doing birdhouse runs in between everything, and you're just good to go. This is so nice. But overall, I can't wait till they do another Varlamore. I'm not sure if we're going to get something similar with sailing or what they're going to do with that, like that one conch island. But we need another region. So I'm kind of glad sailing's right around the corner. I'm not sure if it has an official date yet, but I believe it's supposed to come by around September, which is the next like mega patch for this game. Because this patch is going to look like nothing once they release sailing. Everything that they did with Varlamore Part 3. It's going to look like absolute nothing with how much content sailing's going to be. Because it opens up the entire ocean. Like, this will be content, this will be content, this will be content, this over here will be content, this over here will be content. Like, every single empty space of water just instantly becomes something. Which is crazy how much that is. Plus all the islands they're going to be adding. Also, one other thing that they did with the Varlamore update that kind of went, like, a little sneaky, they actually finally added more to Menethos. So Menethos was one of these areas added to the game back in around 2004, 5, or 6 or so, but it was never finished. To this day, it has never been finished. Which means sometime later next year, they are probably going to finally finish Menethos. It's basically the, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's basically, it was introduced when they first did Sulfanim. And they knew, like, way back when the with the Gower brothers and everyone on the team, or who currently do Brighter Shores. But they, storyline-wise, were leading up to eventually releasing Menethos. But in their time at Jagex, they never actually finished it. Them and their team at the time. So it's always become just, like, this completely empty place with a bunch of red square or black squares and everything. But they finally set, like, the foundation for it. To go and finally go and flesh it all out. So there's a good chance later next year we finally get this city that has been here for like 20 years but has never been accessible. There is no way to get in there. It just is literally empty space, or was in the past. They put some placeholder models there, but yeah, it's finally gonna get fleshed out. They also put this little town here, which didn't used to exist here before. Has a spinning wheel, a loom, a chef thing, nothing really. Oh, we could go use that loom and go AFK there later. That might be my AFK activity. I'm going to go to the new loom. Oh, that's where we're going to end the stream. Once I run out of these potions, we're going to the loom in the middle of nowhere. I want to go to the loom in the middle of nowhere area. We're going to end this stream. I'm going to grab dinner. And I'm going to end this stream at the AFK spinning wheel in the middle of nowhere. There's no bank, there's no nothing. But I'm going to go head over there. Because I wanted to find like the most obscure spinning wheel in the entire game to go do it at, just for fun. And since this one is brand new and was just added yesterday, we got to go use the new spinning wheel. Like almost no one has touched it yet. We got to go break it in. There's the fresh spinning wheel smell. Yeah, we'll end the stream there. I'm trying to think of anything else we want to go do before then. I guess I'll go do Scrambled real quick before we do that. Once we use up this last potion, I will go finish a Scrambled quest. However, I might need to go look up a video guide. Because there is zero shot I am doing that normally. There is no chance at all. So I'll wait till this 1 minute goes up. And then, yeah, we're going to go and do the rest of Scrambled. Just so we can see whatever last egg pun they do at the end. As well as just to claim the XP, and so we truly have finished all the new quests. Can't do all the other 3 and not finish Scrambled. Okay, let me go check some things. Let me go check the wiki to see if they have a better guide. And if not, let me go see if I can find a video guide that breaks it down one by one. Well, let's see if the wiki guide got any better. No. Okay, let me go find a YouTube guide real quick. that literally like does every piece one by one. Scrambled OSOS. Let's see. Scrambled. I need a quick guide of just the puzzle. Does anyone have just the puzzle? Just the puzzle. Just the puzzle. Can someone do just the puzzle and not the whole quest? Let me see. Let me check this one. This one's really short though, so I have a feeling they didn't fully go over it in as much depth as I want to see it in. Alright, let me kill this last one. How many kills is this up to now? We killed 67 of them. Oh, we gotta be careful. They hit kind of hard. They don't play around. That's actually a little bit of a hit there. Alright, give me your drop. Boom. Oh, that would be so perfect if that was it. Alright, we're done with those. I'll farm them later. Alright, next order of business. Let me go finish the scrambled quest. Let me go mute this and see if I can find a step-by-step. No, they're going too quick. I need a step-by-step. Let me go check Slayer music. Slayer music, save us. I want to see the longest possible way to do this. No cuts, no nothing. I want to see you rotate every piece one by one. Okay. Let me go head over there. We're about to cheat sheet this as much as humanly possible. Alright, what's our best way of getting there? I guess Quetzal Whistle. I don't have anything on me to go do that, so let me go and do plan B, which is Civitas Illifortis. And then from here we go to Quetzal, and from here we go to the town, and from there we try to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Alright, let's go fix Humpty. It's time. Let's go finish the hardest quest of the new 4. Scrambled. Alright, let's see. Do I need anything on us? Not really. I think you just have to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Alright, show me the puzzle. I'm back for round 2. Alright, let's fix this egg. Okay, here we are. What piece is he grabbing first? He's grabbing this one, I think. He has had a different rotation. Okay, I've had the exact rotation he does. Looks like it clips in somewhere over here. Or not. Oh no, he grabbed the wrong one. It's this one. Is that the right rotation though? I think he has the right rotation. Somewhere's over here. I think it's supposed to clip into place, is it not? His mine doesn't like to clip. It's not being all clippy. That's what confused me earlier, is it seems like we were getting in the right spot, but it wouldn't clip into place. Am I too low? It looks like it's like right over here. Maybe I'm not low enough. How precise do you need it? I feel like once you would get a few, it'd be a little bit easier to put the rest in. It's like not snapping into place or anything. This is the wrong one. Seems like the right one though, from what I could tell. Maybe it's not. Let me try the other one. Maybe it's just the wrong one. Oh, it was! Okay. Hold. We got progress. They're snapping into place. They're snapping into place. They're snapping into place. And I think this one goes in like the middle here. Oh, we're making progress. We're making progress. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, which one of these is the side one? Oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, knowing that they can snap into place makes it so much easier. Alright, Is this the right rotation? We got this, Gary. We got this. We got this. Oh! The egg looks freaky. It's Humpty Dumpty. We're putting him back together again. Alright, we're getting progress. We're getting progress. I believe we get him as a pet egg after this, too. We get to carry him around. Alright, we got the base down. Okay, let's see what he does after this. Alright, we got the base. We got the base. Okay, now he's putting weird... Okay, this weird one goes in the top. Boom. 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 The boom is not booming. Where did he put it? It's like slightly off. Wait, he's moving it somewhere else. Oh, no, this is going over here. There we go. We got it. Okay, he's looking for... What is he trying to do right now? He's trying to get the piece that goes in the middle there. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where is it? No, he's still trying to find it. Okay, I think that's it. It's like a slight grayscaled... What was that one? It's like weird, slight triangle middle color. This color. Boom. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got another one. Oh, we got progress. We got progress. Okay, weird shaded one. What's he doing with that? He got weird shaded one. Looks like he's trying to put that over here. Alright, oh, there it is. Boom! We got it. Okay. What next? What next? He's doing weird jagged one with big spike. You don't have like really big spike. Where's big spike? There it is. Big spike. Big spike goes in there. Boom! Another one. Alright, we're making progress. We're making progress. It's so easy with a slight cheat sheet. Our cheat sheet reference is not that good though. But it is so much better than nothing. Alright. We'll do that. Boom. Oh, there we go. Oh, it doesn't go all the way to the edge. That was my other problem earlier. I was trying to put it to the edge, but it doesn't actually go that far. Like the actual egg does, but like the curvature of the other thing is like an outline behind it. What's he doing now? So we put that in. Boom, boom, boom. We did that. What's he doing now? He's doing a weird other shape. Where's this going? Does it go at the top here? How's he curving it? He's going at a weird slant. Oh no, he's pinning at the bottom. He's pinning at the bottom. It goes like right over here. Right here, right? Boom. 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 Nice. Progress, progress, progress. What's he grabbing now? He's grabbing weird this shape, I think. He's grabbing weird this shape. He's curving it. He's curving it. What's he doing? What's he doing? How are we doing this? Where are we putting it? Where are you dropping? Oh, you're dropping at the bottom? He's dropping at the bottom. Boom. Boom. Nice. We're in. We're in. Okay, he's grabbing slightly shaded hexagon. That goes here. Boom. Okay, I assume we're going to do that one next. Let's see. Yep, he's grabbing weird. Yep, he's grabbing this weird one. He's grabbing this weird one. It goes right in there. Boom. Right. Boom, boom. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're making progress. All right, what do we need now? What do we need now? Come on, give me another one. What do we have? What do we have? He's grabbing weird long one. Weird long one. Right here. Right here. Curve that. Boom. Right in there. Okay, now we need like a vertical triangle. Is that you? Is that you? Looks like it might be you. We'll check it in a second. Yep, that's you. That's you. We grab you. Boom. Rotate. Rotate. Boom. Right in there. Oh, that's the wrong rotation. Wait, this is wrong. This can't be the right one. Is it? I'm putting it in the wrong spot if it is. Oh, I see. I see. He's building the wall. He's building the wall. He's building our foundation. There we go. All right, now we need like weird this shape. Like that. Boom. Oh. Okay, now he's grabbing slightly shaded. Slightly shaded. I assume he's building the wall. He's going back to the wall, right? Is that the wall? Is that not the wall? Wait, how's he curving it? How's he curving? No. That builds the other side. That builds the other wall. Is this way or the other way? Yep, it's that way. Perfect. All right, we're almost got egg. We've almost finished egg. All right, what do we need? What do we need? What's next? What's next? Okay, he grabs this shape, I think. What's he doing with it? He's contemplating. He's contemplating. No. He's grabbing this. He's grabbing this. He's making it vertical. He's making it vertical. Right here. Yeah. One step ahead of him. All right, what's his next step? What's his next step? He grabs the wall. Okay, we're building the wall. We'll finish the wall. There we go. All right, two more pieces. Two more pieces. Should be able to figure these out on our own. Hopefully. Let's see. That, right? Boom. Boom. Yeah. And then you just turn this. We put Humpty Dumpty back together again. It's beautiful. Okay, I expect at least 3 more Humpty Dumpty puns. Indeed, it is. I think this means our work here is done. Oh yeah, those are the 3 of the king's men, by the way. Of all the king's horses and all the king's men. Indeed it is. I think to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Indeed it is. I think this means our work here is done. Thank you. I don't think I could have done it without you 3. Don't mention it. We're happy to have helped. Now, we should leave you to it. I don't have my teleport crystal on me. That's bad. We could die. The egg might kill us. The egg's gonna slay us. I'm back. Oh yeah, he left the egg here. He was talking to the egg earlier, and then it fell, and then we had to try to find a replacement because we couldn't put it back together. But then all the 3 replacements broke, and then we had to put it back together again, which is what that puzzle was. And there is the egg put back together, and now he's back. Anyways, I'm back. How was a Plumper? Also, he calls it Plumper. He didn't cause you any problems, did he? No problems at all. Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear it. Now, I've got quite the meal lined up for us. Would you mind giving me a hand bringing everything inside? You know, friend, it wasn't until now that I came to realize that I'd actually been lost for a long time. I had a job back home. I had a family. And yet, something was missing. But now I think I've finally found myself. For the first time in my life, I know who I am and who I'm meant to be. I think this was a proper home. A home for me. And for Rumpy as well. A forever home. So the eggs fell over just the same way. And now he fell over. That's the quest. What? Wow, that outside of context is a crazy. The rest of that quest. Outside the context of everything prior. Wow. Anyways. Yeah, he just jumped. You're awarded 1 quest point, 500,000 construction, 5,000 cooking, 5,000 smithing, and your very own egg. Can I just take the egg? Talk to egg. You're coming with me. Want to go on an adventure? ... Take an egg. You take the egg. Interact. ... I don't know about this one. Wield. Attack something. Wait, his bones are just on the ground. It's actually named too. Alan's Bones. Huh. I kind of want to keep them. Alright, let me go use the egg weapon to kill a chicken. As nature intended. We should totally kill a boss with this at some point. There we go, we got our egg. Good egg. That's hilarious. Anyways, we got the egg weapon now. What else does it have? Use? Oh, you know we gotta try it. Where's the stove? Stove! I've got an egg. How do you make scrambled eggs in this game? I think you like use a knife on a bowl with egg. You can't cook that. I want to see if it has some kind of flavor text. Right, let me put away Alan's bones. I'm going to keep these for a while. That's funny. I'll put them in here for now. Actually, I'll put them in my quest item location. Actually, I don't have a quest item location anymore, do I? I forgot. I consolidated it for my use later items and my clue scroll items. But, alright, let me go get a knife and a bowl. I think that's how you make scrambled eggs. Let me double check by using it on normal eggs. I want to see if it has some kind of special flavor text for if you do it on this egg. So I need a bowl. Just to test I'm doing it right, let me go get a normal egg. Because I think you just use the egg on the bowl and it makes scrambled eggs or something. I want to see what happens when you do it with the special egg. Alright, so do you just use this on this? What does it say? You carefully break the egg into the bowl. You have uncooked egg. And then you cook the egg and then boom, that becomes scrambled eggs then, right? So you use this. Okay, what happens if you do it with this egg? Nothing interesting happens. Come on, no flavor text? Scammed. We didn't get any flavor text. Also, does it count as a pet? Can I put it in my house? Because if so, I'm going to keep it in my bank as one of my pet slots. Let's see. Are you like the pet rock? Oh, I also have a pet rock here. It is! Oh, pet rock is a friend. Bumpty Numpty. Oh, this thing better have a different name every time you pick it up. Bumpty Numpty. Rumpty Bumpty. It does. Just like in the quest. It gets a different pun name every time. Lumpty Scrumpty. Because obviously they can't name it Humpty Dumpty. That's probably really copywritten. But they're doing literally every alternative. Lumpty Mumpty. Because the joke is obviously they can't say Humpty Dumpty. For copyright reasons. Wumpty Scrumpty. Mumpty Rumpty. I think it's starting to repeat some though. Scrumpty Lumpty. That's hilarious. Oh! Baguette! Baguette, baguette, baguette! Steel? Boo, not steel. I already have a steel baguette, but I want a second one. Alright, well, I'll put this in my pet section then in my bank. Because I like keeping them in obtained order. So this is every pet we have ever obtained in order in which we have obtained them. So we got our parrot, which I'm counting. Which we got back in free-to-play. With a defense amulet as well. We then got Overgrown Hellcat, which is basically the free pet you automatically get in-game. And then becomes a Hellcat during one of the quests. We got our Pet Rock, which is another free pet you get. We then got our first actual pet, which was the Thieving Pet, which we got before 99 Thieving. Scotizo at like 5 or 10 KC. The fully maxed out Monkey, which you get after Monkey Slayer 2. I mean, Monkey Madness 2. The Rune Crafting Pet before 99 Rune Crafting. The Chompy Bird from just targeting it. Mining slightly after 99 Mining. Quetzal at like 300 kill count. Smokino at about 1,300 kill count or so, wherever it was. Around 1,000, I think. This was from, well, Gothic's Rest. Then we got the Huiquatl at like 10 kill count in the Mass World. Though now I'm dry for the wand. Hungliff we got at 10 kill count. Little Crater, we got a little bit over drop rate. I think I took like 500 crates. I did it before they nerfed Soul Wars. Woodcutting, we went by far the most dry on. It took us 50.8 million woodcutting XP. And then we got the egg to go with our pheasant. How convenient. We got both of them side by side. Oh yeah, let me lower the music now. When I had it louder for what we were doing earlier. It's kind of blazing right now. There we go. Okay, I need to clear some bank space. I got too much junk now. What can I get rid of? This mask, I'm keeping for fashion. This is our fashion mask. What else? What can I get rid of here? These we keep. These we keep. I'm probably not killing these again. I could go process all these real quick. Do that a bit off stream too. I need a place for my egg, is the bottom line here. I might just drop the 15 tiers. I wonder how quickly someone would try to pick it up. Because these things are probably worth like thousands each right now. But realistically, I never need these. And it doesn't take that long to go get 15 tiers. I'm going to drop it on this table and see how long it takes for someone to pick it up. Wait, how much do they high elk for? There's 15 there. What's 15 divided by 4,500? They're actually not a bad high elk, oddly enough. Wait, what's 15 divided by 4,500? Divided by 15. They're worth 300 each to high elk, which honestly isn't horrific. But out of curiosity, once that hits 540, people will see it. Let's see how long it takes for someone to go pick it up. Now, what else can we consolidate here? This will process later. This I want to go do for when we go into stream. I could probably go repair my Blood Moon too real quick. Oh yeah, no wonder why it's like that. I forgot to enable it. That's why it's like that. Let me go repair our Blood Moon. Get a hammer. And then we'll go AFK the thing we mentioned. Because I think we've pretty much colluded everything we want to go get. Got basically every drop other than that one thing we need to go AFK. Alright, let's see. They should be able to see it in 5 seconds. Let's see if any of them go for it. It's 15 tiers. Okay, they can see it now. Are any of them going to pick it up? It's been there for about 5 seconds now. This is a high total level world, so the 15 tiers is not a lot. But it's probably still something, based on that GE average being like 12k. No one's going to pick it up? Oh, there it goes. Okay, it took 18 seconds. Took about 15 seconds for someone to pick it up. Looks like Free Toes or whatever it was took it. Free Toes taking my 15 tiers. Alright, let's go and repair our stuff now. And go head to our AFK activity. Oh yeah, I can put my egg in my thing now. To be solidified next to the pheasant. Oh, look at that. See, our pheasant got a friend. Look at that. How convenient. We got our pheasant with our egg friend. You know what? I'm even going to wield these when I go. Let me go wield these. Let me go get rid of all this other stuff. Oh, I want to wield. Not interact. Wield. Wield. There we go. Yeah, our pheasant has a little egg friend. There we go. There you go. Alright, let me go get rid of this. I'm gonna need all this. Alright, let me go get the repair on that. Let me go get the rabbit foot for when we go do wood cutting thingy thing. I guess I'll get my offhand hammer. I have enough room to hold the chisel on me. Alright, wield that. Oh yeah, I can't wield the egg though! No! Sorry, egg, you gotta stay behind. Sad. Alright, let me pick up the pheasant. Oh, sorry, Eggy. Well, you two can spend time together in the bank. You'll forever be next to each other. These inconsequential pet order, you're technically right beside each other forever. Oh, it's almost next to the Quetzal too, the Quetzin. Anyways, what am I doing? I am doing a couple things. Let me go repair all this. Let me go wield this. Let me keep this on me. Repair all this, bank everything else, and then the other thing becomes the sacks. And then boom, you can AFK for as long as you have room in your sack for. Or if you run out of stacks. And it's not awful crafting XP an hour. For how AFK it is, 28k an hour is not the worst thing in the world. It's not amazing, but it's not the worst. Okay, so we got to go use the special one now. I want to go use the new wheel in the middle of nowhere. Probably almost no one has used this wheel yet. Let's see, what's our best way to get there? I guess go to Alcarid. Let me go to Alcarid. Use this, use the boat. And then we'll go run all of our flax there off stream. But any other questions? Any other anythings? Otherwise, yeah, that's basically Varlamore Part 3. Aside from just like spamming that Doom boss down, that is effectively everything that was added. We explored everything. We got nearly every drop. The only thing we really didn't get is that dual blade, but we were killing the things that dropped them. Hello, Tom. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I currently don't have a main account. That could be a fun series, maybe making a main account from scratch. I never really covered a series for this game or anything like that. It just seems like such a time investment to go do, though. But yeah, I don't have any main account in Oldschool Runescape. We only have a max hardcore. And a defense pure skiller. But that's about it. Other than like super unprogressed accounts that aren't really set up as anything. But yeah, I love that you can just use any spinning wheel in the entire game. There's just a random spinning wheel here next to the soon-to-be Menaphos that they added yesterday. And it's a mile from a bank. You would never use this under any circumstance. But because of this bowstring and these pale flaxes, you can literally use any spinning wheel you feel like in the entire game, and it doesn't even matter anymore. Because there's 0 bank time. All you have to do to bank is click unpack, and you do another 25. You get to AFK for like another 45 seconds. And you rinse and repeat until you either don't have enough bowstring pull space, or until you have run out of bale flaxes. It's so nice. And it's like 28, 29k crafting XP an hour. Which is not like insane, but you know, it's more than nothing for how AFK it is. You think it would be interesting to change the pace for you as a main would certainly be quicker? Yeah, if I was to do a main, it'd be kind of interesting with how much quality of life they've added. I haven't properly played a main pretty much since Oldschool Runescape has existed. I somewhat did back in like 2017, 2018. But it was more so to make a support account for my defense peer at the time. It wasn't really made with the intention of just being a normal account that played through the game and did like normal goals. All of its goals was like get lunar so you could venge other and stuff like that. Like none of its goals was really to help the account, it was more so to help the defense peer. So I haven't really played a proper main account since I was like a kid. Back in like 2006, 2007, 2008. Like it has been that long. Even then I was still building a defense peer at the time. Because when the DFS came out in 2005, 2006, whatever it was, I did that. And then when summoning came out in 2008, I then converted it into a defense peer summoning peer, where you just go all defense, all HP, and all summoning. Back when summoning was a thing. So yeah, I never really had much of an opportunity to play a normal main. Like this account has almost all the boss kill count I have ever gotten on any account. Like if I go and open this real quick, this is like my total amount of kills ever. Oh wait, has that been open this whole time? Oops. Has it been? I'm not sure, but it's open now. But like this kill count over here is not that. This kill count over here is basically like 99% of every boss I've ever killed across every account. Because this account's the only one that's really ever done PVM. So all of these were pretty much the first time I ever fought any of these bosses, doing so in a hardcore, while also being just the total I've ever really killed. But the next goal is definitely Zuck. To go do Zolkino. I mean, not Zolkino. I mean, to go do Inferno. I think we have everything for it. I mentioned a few streams back, if we ever got Blowpipe plus Armado Crossbow, we'd be able to do it. And we have a Blowpipe and Armado Crossbow. I'm not sure if I want to do it this weekend. But sometime in the next, like, week or two, I want to send a weekend where all we do is Inferno attempts. One day where we do at least 3 to see if I can get it within 3. And then beyond that, just kind of see if we can get it if we don't get it within 3. Because it might take more than 3 attempts. But my hope is that we can get it done within 3 attempts within the first day. But it might take a little longer than that, but we'll see. That's still to be determined based on when we get to it. Honestly, I've actually been liking the pressure of hardcore. Because it makes everything a lot more high stakes. The thing that's a little bit annoying is you can't do content that you would kind of want to do immediately. Like, for example, if we were to progress this account with no restriction of death, the first thing we would want to do is go complete all the combat achievements. I would go and immediately go do Dragon Slayer 2. I would immediately go do Desert Treasure 2. Obviously, farm Vorkath for the 50 kills to go get the thing, so you can get the better accumulation rate. I would then go do all the Wilderness things, so I'd finally have the Diary Cape. I would then go get whatever I still need for the Music Cape, which would be like 40-ish tracks, some of which are in the Wilderness. Then we would go and... Actually, I'm not sure what I would do from that. Probably go get Corrupted Gauntlet. I actually have 0 Corrupted Gauntlet, Casey. I have 118 normals. And even though the drop for the weapon and pet is a 1 in 2,000, and the armor seed is a 1 in 20, I have 3 armor seeds, despite not being at the drop rate for 1. And I got the pet at 10 kill count. So if I can keep up that luck, I should have the place green logged by like 300 kills. Obviously, our luck will not keep going in that direction. But if we maintain our current luck by 250 kills, I would have a bow, full set of armor, and everything. But that's not going to happen. On average, it takes 2,000. But our current RNG curve, it would take 250. If our current RNG was to replicate 1 over. Otherwise, we'd have to do Corrupted Gauntlet. Problem with Corrupted Gauntlet is if you disconnect, you just auto-die. Gauntlet, if you disconnect, you maybe die, but probably don't die. Whereas Corrupted Gauntlet, you die. If you disconnect, you're like 95% dead. And I've been trying to avoid a lot of bosses that are like that. One-shot mechanics, things that if you stand still for like 2 seconds, you auto-die, stuff like that. But it's definitely things to look into. But no, I still kind of want to see how far we make it as a hardcore. It's one of the reasons I'm trying to play it a little bit safe up until Sailing comes out. Because I kind of want to get 99 Sailing, and then we'll start doing like the riskier strats. We'll consider finish all quests. We'll consider maybe starting to do Wilderness stuff, though there are a few drops I still need before I do that. Most notably Dragon Fire Shield and Staff of the Dead. I already have the Magic Fang for it, but I still need a Tank Shield and a Staff of the Dead. Staff of the Dead because combos these days for melee and everything else is just so strong that I'd probably want to be just camping Prey Mage while having the Staff of the Dead to protect me from melee for an extra minute. And just hope within that minute we can get to safety. Or we use that to be able to protect ourselves from Teleblock. Because Teleport Block lasts for 2.5 minutes when you have magic protection on. So, assuming you have it on the whole time, so they'll never be able to get you off prayer. Otherwise, it's 5 minutes. So we basically just have to tank for 2.5 minutes then. where we have 1 minute of like near immunity. Not necessarily immunity to death, but immunity to getting like completely stacked out. But I still need those drops before I even consider going and farming in the wilderness. I do still do a couple clue steps there, but it's normally like go into abyss. Like stuff like that you're never really gonna die to, generally. Oh no, there's definitely content we've done where it is chanceable. As far as like slight chance of death. I would say the main one that I've been doing lately is some Tombs of Runescape, because I actually enjoy that raid. Where is that here? Especially since they buffed it. Tombs of Runescape's been probably the funnest one. That and Nex. The Mass Nex is pretty safe. However, if you're not careful, you can get stacked for over 100 damage within a few seconds. But if you play it pretty safe, it's relatively fine. But Tombs of Runescape I kind of would want to do more. I'm at 33 right now. I did like 30 of them since they changed the rate of the crystals, and I've only gotten 2 so far. At 31 and 33. But I've been considering doing more of that. There's a lot of really good drops there. And out of the 3 raids, it's definitely the one I enjoy doing the most. Though it does have some things that are a little bit sketchy, even at a 150 difficulty. There's definitely a good handful of hardcores that have died that way. Actually, rank 3 hardcore in the entire game died to Tombs of Runescape at a low rarity. I think they were doing it at like a 180 or 200 instead of a 150 specifically. But they actually died to low-level Tombs of Runescape. Like literally the rank 3 hardcore. So it's not completely safe. A lot of hardcores consider it such, including myself to some degree. But that place can do so much damage so quick if you disconnect somewheres or something similar. There's a lot of places that can hit your entire HP bar within like 1 second time. But they're generally really avoidable for the most part. I would say disconnect-wise, the biggest issues is Monkey Room and the Big Alligator. The Big Alligator is probably the other really, really scary one there. Just because his roar does a lot of damage. Very, very, very quickly. It's one of the higher damages that can be done. Especially if you get roared into venom. Like a poison splat. Like that's probably the quickest way you can die. Is the volatile bamboons. And the Zebek, the big alligator guy. But beyond that, disconnecting anywhere else in the raid doesn't really kill you. Because they fixed Crystal a couple months ago. So whenever you disconnect in a raid, it just brings you to safety. Before, it would just auto-kill your hardcore. Unless you waited for your membership to expire. But now it simply just brings you outside of the raid with your hardcore status alive. So it's a lot better compared to before. I know, definitely things to look into. I don't know if I would want to make a main account. I feel like that would take so long. Like, obviously things would be quicker if you could use the Grand Exchange and everything. But, like, doing all quests, that is like a few month journey. If you were to go do all quests from, like, a fresh level 3 account with no gold. Like, without feeding it, like, 100 mil a bill or something. But to do it off of 0 gold, like, that's a 3-month adventure right there. Like, that takes a long time to actually do all quests from nothing. Like, this account could get it done within a day from how far we are right now. Like, it would take a day to finish. But from a fresh account, that's a good solid few months, if not longer. But anyways, guys, I think we're going to be ending it here for now. I'm going to grab dinner, keep AFK in this. But I don't know, we'll have to see in the future. One other thing I was considering is just making a bunch of hardcore guides, too. I don't really see too many guides out there that are specifically centered around, like, not dying. And I kind of want to do guides around not dying and like the from scratch of everything. Because one thing I absolutely love about Iron Man mode is doing everything from scratch, fully processing things even if they're not needed. Like there really isn't much of a need why I should be converting this flax into bowstring for what is effectively only like 20k XP an hour. Like I think it's like 28k XP an hour if you don't AFK too hard on it. But I don't know, I just like processing things to their fullest extent. So stuff like this I actually really enjoy, especially with how AFK this is now with this bowstring spool. But stuff like this I just like really enjoy doing on Iron Man mode. Because on a main account, this would be like the most pointless thing to ever be doing this late in the game. This is something that is like literally bot level activity. Like this account might get banned for botting. This is such bot level activity. Like this is exactly what a bot would be doing. Just doing bowstrings in the middle of nowhere where no one could possibly see them to report them infinitely with the new bowstring spool. Like, this is exact bot activity. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that actually gets rewarded when you're doing Iron Man mode. Same as things like making Guthix Rest. Like, we were using that some during the quest that we were doing earlier. That's something you would almost never use other than like buying it off the Grand Exchange on a main account to go use it for like maybe a little bit of PvP or something. But on a hardcore, it's actually worthwhile to just chug them down because they don't have any attack delay and you keep getting healed, so you can keep maintaining your amount of attack while getting all your heal. It's really good when trying new content because not only does it overheal you a little bit, which gives you a little bit extra safety, but it has no tick delay, so you can keep just chugging it down over and over again, do it between every attack, and get basically a free 5 heal between every attack you do. It's really nice. It's really expensive to make though. And a normal Iron Man would basically skip on it entirely, but on a hardcore it's actually worth making. I have, I think, like 1,700 banked and enough to make like 4,000 currently. But it's something like almost no one would ever do. Unless you're like on a main account trying to do like a weird money making method. Because I think they're like 2,000 each or something. What are they these days? They probably went up a bit. How much is a Guthix Rest these days? Because the herps for them went up quite a bit. Though on an Iron, it's just as easy to get as ever. Yeah, they're like 3K. It's almost like 1,000 a sip. It's like, what does that come out to? Like 700 a sip? Somewhere around there? Like 600-700? Like, they're pretty expensive. Well, actually, almost 800. It's like 700 something per sip. And all they do is heal for 5, but they heal with 5 with like no delay or anything. Let's see, what's the hardcore clan doing currently? Too many things. Let's see. Assume there would be a large want for content guides. Oh no, I've tried it in the past. It's really hit or miss. I've had videos go to like hundreds of thousands of views, and others I'll put like multiple days into that don't even hit like 1,000, which is always so discouraging. Like when you put like almost like an entire week of free time into a video, and then by the end of it, it's like less than 1,000 views over like the whole lifespan of the video. That's the one thing that's like really discouraging with it. Because once you get enough of a viewership, you know, you can kind of just make whatever and it will work. But prior to that, you could do something with a lot of effort and it just gets completely buried in YouTube algorithm. It's really weird. Because then it becomes, is it really worth the time? You're just spending like 10, 20, 50 something hours, maybe even 100. And then you make like $1 from it. Like you're literally making like a cent or 2 per hour. And then it comes down to like, why? When I could be doing anything else for so much more. Like the electricity to run the computer is more than what the video would make for the duration. But no, I have been considering it. I kind of want to get to 99 ceiling and everything else first though. As far as Oldschool Runescape is concerned, I'm kind of just chilling it, playing as a background game for now. A little bit later down the line, we're going to get 99 ceiling when that comes out in what, September, whenever it is? I don't remember. But whenever they delay ceiling too, we'll do that. And then after 99 sailing, I kind of want to start focusing on stuff like that. And just kind of going down that route. But making a side main account would be kind of useful. Because this account's starting to get to the point where it's being stonewalled off of a lot of content. Because I basically can't go do it. Like the whole list of things we could basically almost never do on this account, or is very sketchy too, is like so high these days. Like if I was to go through the things here. Abyssal Sire, that's fine. I just haven't done it yet. RTO, can't. It's in Wilderness. Callisto, same thing, just in Wilderness. Cavarion, Wilderness. Chaos Elemental, Wilderness. Chaos Fanatic, Wilderness. Crazy Archaeologist, Wilderness. Though of any of them is probably the most realistic one to do. Duma Maculato has a one-shot mechanic. Duke Succulus has basically a one-shot mechanic, though I would want to farm it a little bit for the teleport there if I ever do Phantom Musfa. King Black Dragon, it's half in the Wilderness. Having an ult for that to box you would be pretty useful. Nightmare is a nightmare to face. Fasani's Nightmare is an extra big nightmare to face. Scorpio, Wilderness. Soul Heredict is... the boss itself is really cool. I did it in the last league, but the waves are very, very lethal. It's basically Inferno, but the death counts as an actual death and is harder than Inferno. Inferno is hard because it's long. Soul Heredict is hard because the waves are hard. The boss itself is actually pretty straightforward. I'm not scared of Soul Heredict itself that much. It's more so the waves leading up to Soul Heredict that I'm concerned with. Spindle, Wilderness. Leviathan is one of the Desert Treasure 2 bosses, which are generally the things that generally kill a lot of the good endgame hardcores. Whisper, Desert Treasure 2. Theater of Blood, hardest raid. Theater of Blood hard mode, literally suicide for hardcores. People only really do it to flex. It's really no point over normal theater of blood. Unless you're just trying for the cosmetics just to flex on people. Tombs Mask Expert Mode, I don't really tend to do much unless we go for combat achievements there. Main reason being is you need 2,000 wins anyways to get the max cape for collection log, because that's the main thing I like doing, collection log stuff. I'm a big completionist when it comes to stuff. Also, we're 10 away from our next staff, by the way. We're almost there with all the things that we've been getting from the new update. But yeah, we only need 10 more to go get... Oh yeah, we can see all of our recent drops too in order that we got it. So here we can see the Black Crystal one is doing Tombs of Masket, same as the blue one. And then we can see where we started doing Varlamore stuff. We got the Ent Branch, then we got the Fletching Knife, then we got the Broken Antler from killing the thing, then I got one of those Alchemist Signets from killing the thing, then I eventually got the Antler Guard, which is the main drop from them. Then we got the Bowstring Pull today, then we got the Mask today, and I haven't gotten anything else since then. Yeah, we can see our whole Varlamore journey right there of all the new items. But I really like completionist content like that. That's the main thing I've kind of been focusing on this account. We're actually still on top 25 as well. Actually, if you can see it here, I don't think it shows up on the capture. But we're actually ranked 20 for collection log right now. I think we're as high as 15, but we haven't been playing as actively lately. Also, a lot of collection log slots have been being added to the game recently as well. But, I don't know. There's things to look into in the future. But for now, I think we're going to be calling it... Oh yeah, there's also 2 skills I need to get to 100 before we die. I want to have all level 100s before we die, just so they're all slightly above 99. So it looks a little bit more deliberate like we went up there. Construction would only take like 5 or 6 hours, probably 6 hours. Plus we're getting some from doing the new fletching activity. Rune crafting, depends how we do it, would take around like 7-ish hours, 8-ish hours, maybe a little bit less, depends what method we end up ultimately using. But that wouldn't be too bad either. I was making some bloods earlier, so we actually got a little bit more XP towards it. But yeah, we're basically just kind of waiting on sailing, waiting on that, kind of do some stuff in the background, getting some clue scroll stuff done. And after that, I would probably start focusing more on guides and everything else by then. I feel like we'd have a pretty good foundation and everything by then. But anyways, guys, as far as our next stream for Oldschool Runescape, I have no clue. Whenever they do some kind of big update that feels like streaming again. Obviously, we did 2 days for this. I'll probably do another one in a couple weeks. Maybe on a weekend I'm really free to go try sending Inferno. I want to do one stream where we do 3 and see if we can get it within 3 attempts. And then maybe the day after, if I feel up to it, we just send a whole day of Inferno. Which is probably also another 3 attempts, because I highly doubt I'd feel like doing it after 3 more. But yeah, well, that will be our next stream for sure, is we go do Inferno. So it could be slightly less newbie, and finally get the end game cape. We're definitely never going for Quiver. Main reason we're doing Infernos is safe death. So we can fail it like 10, 20, 50 times and it's fine. So yeah, it's basically a free upgrade. It's just a matter of us doing it. So that's something we need to go look into in the future. And yeah, we'll try that next stream, I guess. Probably won't be this weekend, but maybe the following week or something else. We'll go try sending Inferno until we get it then and go from there. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Best of luck with Varlamore if you're playing the game, and I will catch you guys later. We will be here AFKing while we grab dinner. Gosh, honestly, I love this. What's our XP rate that we're getting right now? Oh, no, I didn't reset it, but it should be around 28k an hour. It's off because we got some crafting XP from a quest, so it got set off a little bit. But yeah, it should be about 28k an hour, which is not great, but it's not horrific for how AFK it is. You literally just spam a wheel over and over again. Anyways, guys, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.